Go Osage Green Devils! A to Z Drawing has been celebrating community spirit and teamwork since 1972. Join us in supporting our local athletes by cheering loud and cheering proud.
For projects big or small, Basic Building Supplies in Osage has you covered. From trusted lumber to tools and hardware, they've got everything you need, backed by honest hometown service. Build smart, build local. Basic Building Supplies. Today's GSPN broadcast is brought to you by Farm Bureau agent Nathan McRoberts. When things go wrong, you need your insurance to go right. Farm Bureau's one deductible advantage can help provide peace of mind when you need it most. Contact Farm Bureau Financial Services agent Nathan McRoberts for a super check today, and be prepared for whatever tomorrow brings.
Farmers Mutual Insurance, your local insurance carrier who aims to attract individuals with reliable, top-notch insurance policies to help protect what matters most. Contact your local Farmers Mutual Insurance agent today. We are a proud supporter of the Osage Green Devil Sports Network. At Hoff Celebrations, Champion Chapel, we've been serving families in our community with care, compassion, and dignity for generations. Just like cheering for the Green Devils brings us together, we're here to support your family when it matters most. Hoff Celebrations, Champion Chapel, honoring life, supporting community.
Home Trust and Savings Bank has served Osage since 1899, offering trusted banking, online services, and community support. Convenient hours, a mobile app, and a team you can count on. Home Trust and Savings Bank, proud supporter of Green Devil Athletics.
Since 1977, Mark's Tractor in Osage has been the trusted name in farm, lawn, and power equipment. From compact tractors to side-by-sides, parts, and service, they've got what you need to get the job done right. Mark's Tractor, equipment that works as hard as you do.
At Mitchell County Regional Health Center, your well-being is our top priority. We're here for you and your family. Trust us with your health because you deserve the best. Mitchell County Regional Health Center, your trusted health care partner for life. Learn more at mcrhc.com. We're a proud sponsor of the Green Devil Sports Network.
Osage Chiropractic is now open. Our family-friendly office was designed with comfort and care in mind. From kids to athletes to parents, we offer safe, effective care for all ages. Osage Chiropractic, honest, caring, and here for your family. Protect what matters most with State Farm. Our unique plans offer peace of mind and reliable coverage for you and your loved ones. Stop in and visit Craig Eisenman at 1429 Main Street in Osage to get a quote today and experience the difference of personalized Green Devil service.
Dr. Aaron Street and the team at Street Chiropractic have been serving our area with competence and compassion for over 20 years. We offer a wide array of services and specialties: athlete care, improved performance, prevention, and recovery from injury, certified pediatric chiropractic, certified perinatal pregnancy chiropractic, functional medicine and nutrition, certified acupuncture, Class 4 laser therapy, shockwave ultrasound, massage therapy, and much more. We are a proud member of the Osage Athletics team. Go Green Devils!
Life moves fast. New homes, cars, businesses, and families. At Town & Country Insurance, we're here for every milestone. With decades of experience, loyalty, and genuine care, we help protect what matters most to you, your future. Town & Country Insurance. Local people, trusted protection.
Unlock your farm's full potential with DeKalb and Asgrow from Jensen Seeds, a proud supporter of Osage High School. Our seed delivers higher yields through innovative crop protection and plant breeding. Choose Jensen Seeds and watch your farm thrive. Call Brad at 641-425-0494.
Tonight's game is powered by Asa Abloy, proud supporter of Green Devil Athletics. From durable doors to expert service, Asa Abloy delivers quality you can count on wherever you are. Asa Abloy, opening doors to excellence.
There's a kind of magic to making memories, to finding time for the little things and the big things, the new things, and the things you'll do over and over again. It's the magic of a job well done and a well-deserved day of rest, of living life to the fullest with the people you'd never want to live without. Fairway, closed on Sunday, open for life.
Something exciting is growing on Iowa farms these days. Innovation. From tractors that seed, weed, and harvest with data-driven precision, to drones that scout or plant cover crops to protect soil and water. Even our animals live in smart homes with round-the-clock care. Technology keeps your food safer, water cleaner, and makes us more sustainable. Because what we do here benefits everyone here. Life on the farm makes everyone's life better.
Health powers life, from the delightfully routine to the truly uncharted. Building a relationship with a primary care doctor is one of the easiest ways to stay healthy. So if you don't have one, get started with Mercy One. From annual wellness visits to screenings and immunizations, our primary care doctors can help you be proactive with your health, ensuring you're ready no matter what life brings next. Find care at mercyone.org/healthpowerslife.
How do you make everyone's favorite buffet even better? How do you make the country's best chicken even more exciting? How do you make Thursday the best night ever? Wing night at Pizza Ranch. All the wings you want, plus all your other buffet favorites. And for a limited time, try the sweet heat of our new honey hot sauce. The country's best wing night is here. Taking flight Thursday nights, only at Pizza Ranch.
From the opening whistle to the final buzzers, officials dedicate their time, knowledge, and effort to every game. They are not just enforcing the rules, they are shaping young athletes into better players and better people.
Being an official is no easy task. They spend hours training and show commitment and resilience. They show up because they believe in our student athletes.
Officials are critical. They make sure the game is fair for everyone, and they're teaching our kids valuable life lessons.
Support GSPN, our student-led sports streaming network, and help us bring every game to you live. Scan the QR code now or send your payment to 820 Sawyer Drive to donate and keep the action going for our athletes, families, and fans. Every contribution counts. Thank you, Green Devils.
Well, good evening, football fans, and thanks for joining us here on GSPN on a Halloween night in Osage, Iowa, round 2 of the Class 2A state playoffs as the Osage Green Devils get ready to take on the Hampton-Dumont-CAL Bulldogs in a rematch of a game that played earlier this year in week number 1. I'm Nolan Peters. Alongside me, we got Josh Olson, your voice of the Green Devils as we get ready for this second round of playoff game. Just looking back at last week, Osage coming off of a 22-14 win at home over Boyden Hole Rock Valley, and then the Hampton-Dumont-CAL Bulldogs got themselves a 21-point win, a high-scoring affair. 21-point win,
56, 34,
35?
35, something like that.
Something like that, yeah. Or 58, 37? I think it's 21. Either way, yeah, a 20-plus point win for Hampton-Dumont-CAL last week over Woodward Granger. So these two teams, they put them in Pod D. Osage, the 1 seed in Pod D. The other matchup down in Alburnett tonight. Waukon and Alburnett playing down there. So the winners of Osage Hampton-Dumont-CAL and Alburnett Waukon will take on, or will face each other next week in the state quarterfinals. And then obviously you win that, you move down to the Dome in the semis. But Josh, should be a great game tonight. I mean, every game in the playoff, just like we saw last week, it didn't matter whether you were a district champion playing a fourth place finisher out of another district. A lot of games were extremely close last week. And you know, with this one being the second meeting between the two this year, I definitely expect this one to be a dogfight as well.
Absolutely. It's you've got a Osage Green Devil team that's 9-0, looking to go 10-0, and a foe that's somewhat familiar. It's 9 weeks ago. That was a long time ago.
Yep.
These two teams are different than they were in that first meeting. Both teams have gotten better. And to note, the Bulldog crowd, they're kind of caught fire the last 3 weeks.
Yes.
They went from, I don't know if they're maybe 5th place at one point, but I know all of a sudden they jumped up, found themselves hosting a playoff game last week, and they took full advantage of that by beating a good Woodward Granger team who was a 3A team last year, like the Bulldogs, and put up a 50 burger on them.
Mm-hmm.
And so Green Devils have to be wary of that. You and I both watched the highlights of that game, or actually the full game, and Hampton's going to put the ball in the air. The Bulldogs are not afraid to, with Blake Burmester.
Yep.
Burmester at the helm there.
Yeah, sophomore quarterback.
Yeah, they made a change halfway through the first game against us,
mm-hmm.
and he come out slinging the ball, and it's worked out well for him. They made a change at quarterback, and that team's has rallied around that offense on that part of it. On the defensive side of the ball, I'm sure the Bulldogs would like to probably shore up that a little bit. They do give up some yards and some points, but playoff ball comes around. You just kind of Friday to Friday.
Yeah, you just got to win a 48-minute game.
Yeah,
I mean,
it doesn't matter what you've done previous.
Yeah,
come out and play your game.
You can slop it up if you need to. You just need to find a way to come out with more points. And they're like you said, Josh. Hampton-Dumont-CAL, they are winners of 4 of their last 5 games. They got a win in district play over Olwine, then a big win at Denver, and that was kind of what got the ball rolling for them. They got a win at Denver, 32-14. They lost a game to Roland Story, the district champ, in District 4. Lost that game 36-7, but then a big win over Dike New Hartford, 38-7. That was 38-0, kind of a garbage time touchdown.
Yeah.
For Dike in that one. So a big win over Dike, and then the 57-36 victory at home last week over Woodward Granger. They're on fire and kind of coming in here playing with house money. I mean, Osage beat Hampton-Dumont-CAL 22-8 in week number 1. Like you said, a lot. Both these two teams. Both these teams are different in a way. Osage is down one of their team captains with Gavin Moeller, won't be in this game due to an injury. But you look back at that game, Osage put up 306 yards of offense against Hampton-Dumont-CAL, and the Bulldogs, they only put up 112, but a lot of that came in the second half.
Right.
And also when they made that switch at quarterback with Blake Burmester at QB. So it'll be interesting. Osage got up 22-0 in that game. It kind of looked like they were, going to go into a cruise control mode, but then a lot of injuries or, cramps and whatnot in the second half really slowed Osage down, and then that's where the Bulldogs found some stuff on offense and started to move the ball and really made it an interesting game. With 10 minutes to go, Osage was only up by 14, and that was wide open from there. The Green Devils were able to get some stops on defense to hold on to that 14-point win and get the lead. But, if you think that you're just going to come in here and do exactly what you did to Hampton in week 1, you're going to have another thing coming.
Correct. And I'm sure the coaching staff and the guys have seen all that stuff on film, and like I said early on, both teams are different. You're not going to, hopefully we don't see Osage they were battling cramps in that second half. And that's tough when, quite honestly, half of your starting lineup or more is out for extended periods of time trying to get the cramps going. It was a hot day, hot night. Mm-hmm. Some of those things are just kind of unavoidable at times. And also on that part, Hampton was trying to figure out an offensive identity. I'm sure they came in, they started out with Ryder Strother, I think, was at QB, and they made a switch at halftime and changed their philosophy. At the same time, I don't know, Osage seemed to be just starting to roll in that start of that third quarter, and then the cramps started happening. So it's basically that film is not really worthless, but you can't put much stock in it.
Right.
On that part. And then the other thing you're talking about, Nolan, was the pods here. I haven't put it together. I don't know how many district rematches are in this round. There feels like there's a few of them.
I guess I never looked at that.
You got Van Meter and Roland Story.
Unity Christian, Cherokee Washington, and Pod A. That's a district rematch.
Yep. You got I think Wilton West Branch are in the same. Weren't they in the same district?
Kind of make me pull out my charts, aren't you?
I think that's what happens though. Is you start to see the top teams in the state after you get by that round of 32. Everything starts to come out in the wash a little bit on who's for real and who's not. at that point.
Mid Prairie, Mediapolis, and Pod C, that's a rematch.
Yeah,
That's a district rematch tonight, just like Unity Christian at Cherokee, Washington. I think Pella Christian and PCM has got to be a district rematch, right?
I think so.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pella Christian pulling off the big upset of the week. They are the only fourth-place finisher in a district to knock off a district champ. And
Correct.
They took out Clarinda 27-24, and I don't think a lot of people saw that one coming.
No, I don't
at
think
all.
so.
That was a 2-6 football team going on the road, beating a 6-2 Clarinda team. That looked like they were playing some really good football out of District 8, but it just kind of shows you 2A football
completely
open.
wide open. I mean, you got your traditional kind of the last, 5, 6, 7 years. One of those names that keeps showing up. They've jumped up from 1A is Van Meter.
Yes,
and that is a team that, in my opinion, you absolutely don't want to see at any point in the playoffs. I don't know if they're as strong as they traditionally are, but.
Yeah, they got the tradition. Kind of like a walk-on, too, which is in Osage's pod. You got a legendary coach, Chad Bierman, down there. There's been many times where walk-ons made the playoffs, and maybe they had in their terms, maybe a subpar season that ends up down at the Dome.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just how good of a program that they have up in Northeast Iowa.
Yeah, I think Coach Bierman's probably pretty good about going, the past is the past. This is a new season, and we're 1-0, and boy, if things would go the Green Devils' way tonight, and that'd be fun to host Waukon back over here for a rematch. That's two good teams. I thought the score of our week, what was that, week 6? Week 7. No, it was week 6.
That was our third round district game.
Yeah, so it would have been week 6.
Yep.
And the score looked wider than I thought the game actually was. It didn't feel like a 24-point game or whatever it was. It didn't get that way till the very end anyway.
That was a roller coaster game.
That was a
lot of
roller
big plays.
coaster.
Yeah, Wacon's definitely a big play team. Definitely not. Yeah, I mean, I agree with you, Josh. I know we got a lot of Hampton-Dumont-CAL fans watching. I mean, definitely not looking ahead. We're just talking about 2A football. This is going to be a fun night. Just looking at scores again. We were doing that last week, just watching 2A scores, and boy, a lot of games were close. Cresco gave Alburnett all they could handle. Denver, went down to West Branch, gave them all they could handle.
Yep.
You got to show up and win a 48-minute fight.
What I also like about this is it's roughly a 60-minute trip from Hampton to Osage.
Yeah, it's a lot better than what the Nighthawks had to make last week. About a 3.5-hour road trip.
Yeah, and we might have one of the shortest ones in 2A. Maybe Wilton West Branch might be a little bit closer, but I'd have to Google map that one.
Yeah, I would agree.
So it's kind of nice on the second round, because I remember very distinctly last year in the second round we made a close to 3-hour trip over to Spirit Lake on that part of it. And
heck, for a while we thought maybe Spirit Lake would be making the trip over east this year, but they lost that crazy game to Cherokee in overtime.
Right.
That was a highest scoring game, 59-58 or something like that. Cherokee went for 2 and got it for the win in that first overtime. So,
and Alburnett, they're looking at a potential, if they win tonight, and if it plays the way of the Green Devils, they'd be looking at a potential having to run most of Class District 3 out of here.
Yeah.
Cresco, Waukon, Osage. That would be their path to the Dome. So it's one of those, as the week goes by, at lunchtime, you're looking over some stuff and things start to kind of point out to you. Even you told me about the class size. What's in the Class 2A, the beds count, that it's very evenly distributed over this. Who's the 16 teams that are left in 2A?
Yeah, you got 8 teams there's 48 teams that play in Class 2A. 8 teams are in the top 24, so the top half of 2A, and then the other 8 remaining teams are in the bottom half. So it's kind of spread out pretty good. I mean, you got Hampton-Dumont-CAL, who has the largest bed size left in Class 2A. They had a beds of 321. Third largest team in Class 2A. Osage coming in at 224. They're the 39th out of 48, so down towards the bottom. None of that really matters.
It's just interesting statistics that show you the spread and
it just kind of shows you, like, we've talked about all year. 2A feels very balanced, wide open. You know, I know Kemper's they've been
odds-on favorite.
Yeah, they've been the number one team all year long, and probably rightfully so. But other than that, it's just so wide open. And then you look at the remaining teams and their enrollment size, it's. Yeah, just balance everywhere. Yeah. Big school, small school, doesn't really matter.
It makes for a fun playoffs.
It does, yeah. It's fun to follow scores week after week after week.
Correct. So, yeah, we're just, you and I have talked about, heck, since lunch today, we've been waiting for kickoff, and we're, roughly 10, 15 minutes away, and I've been getting text here from various people. They can't wait for kickoff. I'm wondering if they can move that kickoff up a little bit. The answer is no. The state designates that. You're not kicking off any too early at this point. So,
gonna be a good one. Looking at the breakdown of these two teams, Osage. Again, this is their 16th state playoff appearance. They have a playoff record of 6-15. Their all-time record since 1955, 364 and 261-3. Osage at Hampton-Dumont-CAL, or Hampton-Dumont, or Hampton. Dating back to 1955, Osage and Hampton-Dumont. The Green Devils lead that series 6-5, including that Week 1 win earlier this year. The Bulldogs tonight, this is their 10th state playoff appearance. Their playoff record is 6-9, and they're trying to make the quarterfinals. The winners tonight make the quarters. Hampton-Dumont-CAL looking to make the quarters for the first time since 2014. Osage trying to make the quarters for the first time since 2009, which would only be Osage's third state quarterfinal appearance in school history. So a lot at stake tonight for two teams that are, trying to get back into kind of uncharted waters for a while.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, both teams, haven't seen a lot of what I would call traditional playoff success. And so it's a chance for both teams to kind of get to another step on that. Osage has been in this position the last couple of years, the round of 16, and always seem to run into a buzzsaw from somewhere, or just over the years we've seen some teams come in here. We always reference Northwest Iowa on that, and I don't know. What year was it that West Lyon come over and they ended up winning?
2019.
2019.
Yep.
They ended up winning the whole darn thing, and they started on the road at Osage.
Yeah, we were tied 14-14 after the first quarter. That was fun, and then they won 56-14 and went on and won the state championship game by the same exact score. So
right.
It was like, hey, we were right there.
Last year the season ended at Spear Lake. Spear Lake made the dome.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of fun to see how you stack up this time of year against teams like that. And, for both the Bulldogs and the Green Devils right now, there's an anticipation out here to, who can make the least amount of mistakes and who can play their game the way they want to. And it holds true just about in every level of football. If you can do that, you've got a really good shot at winning on that. So. But yeah, from Osage's standpoint, I think they match up a little better with the Bulldogs here. They've got a little familiarity when it comes to that, and I think the Bulldogs probably like their matchup against the Green Devils when it comes down to that.
Currently 38 degrees here at Osage. Says it feels like 35. Got a 6-mile-an-hour wind gusting around 12 miles per hour. Wind out of the north. Well, actually, it's about an east wind or west wind.
I will note there is no marching band here tonight.
A little cold out.
A little cold out. The instruments do not respond well to cold temperatures when it comes to that. So unless we get an unseasonably warm weather next week, and if we advance, we may see them again. But so that looks a little different.
Could see a light little rain shower
maybe coming through a little bit
at kickoff, it says.
And I know we'll talk a little more halftime, but shout out to Scarlett Burns.
You stole what I was going to bring up. Yeah.
Yes. Finishing 5th, I believe,
yep,
at the Class 2A cross-country meet.
Yep, wrapping up her career, a 4-time state qualifier down to the state meet, and 5th place finish. Yep, bringing home 5th in her senior year. So congratulations, Scarlett, doing an awesome job, and we wish you nothing but the best as you'll run cross-country next year at Drake University. So, yeah, awesome stuff for Scarlett.
Yeah,
I wanted to interview here at halftime and just ask her, hey, I believe I know how this finish would go. I just wanted to hear how she would say it, and maybe we can get a text message update. But if there was a race with the Burns family, 1 through 5, what's the finish?
What is
1
the
through
finish?
5, and I have a feeling that maybe Josh is coming in 5th. Is what I
don't even think that's a feeling. I think that's a certainty.
That's what I wanted to see if. I hope Josh is
I hope
listening.
he's listening. Maybe defend yourself at this point.
Yeah. So Scarlett, if you're tuned in, what is the finish for the Burns family 1 through 5 if they ran a cross country meet against each other? So
on another cross country meet I just saw this day, an incredible stat. A young man out of Western Dubuque ran a state best 14 minutes and 48 seconds in the 5,000 meters. It's unreal. Quentin Nauman, and I believe he's going out to Oregon to run track.
Wow.
So that's if you're going to Oregon, that's no joke when it comes to that. But I've been around. I got introduced to cross country this year, so I'm watching these. Oh, we got the
national anthem.
Okay,
We're going to let you
perfect.
listen into that, and we'll have more of this preview coming up with Osage and Hampton-Dumont-CAL right here on GSPN.
Please join us in the playing of our national anthem.
National anthem complete here at Osage High School at Sawyer Field. Madden Jacobs, our camera operator tonight. Great to have Madden with us here on GSPN. We got Aiden Wickham stepping in for Ethan Peterson tonight, running the other camera for Osage football
Next man
team.
in.
Yep.
Next man in.
Just like on the gridiron.
Yep.
Yep. The tech crew. Next man up.
Well, the nice part is Madden has had experience over the years running the camera the last few years here and there. So if you see him on the street, give him an attaboy.
Osage in their white, black, whites here at home. The Bulldogs in the red, white, red. Rematch of week number 1, but more at stake tonight. The winner moves on to the state quarterfinals. Osage 9-0 on the year. The Bulldogs coming in at 5-4, but none of that matters anymore. It's all about winning a 48-minute football game.
That's it. Yep. Doesn't matter how it gets done if you're on either side. Just matters if you got the extra point when the clock hits 0.
Team captains for Osage, number 5, Brock Trees, number 9, Sage Christensen, number 4, Quinn Street, and number 53, Alex Machen.
Senior-led captains there.
Osage averaging 38 points per game. Defensively, only giving up 9 points per contest. The Bulldogs scoring 27 points per game. Defense allowing 22.
And I will tell folks at home, we have taken the windows out every game you and I have ever called together, at least at home, and they are out again tonight.
I don't care if it is
if
30
it's
below.
Snow's blowing in, I don't care.
30 below, I'm opening the doors.
If the folks in the stands are in it, we're in it too.
All right, so the coin toss are going through that. Actually, it looks like they're gonna do it. Normally they do a coin toss before,
right,
and then just like run through it real quickly. It looks like they're actually, the white hat down there, gonna do a real coin toss here. So it looks like the Bulldogs have won the toss as White Hat looks over to them first. So we'll find out here.
Okay.
Yep, the Bulldogs, they're going to win the toss. Let's see what they want to do. They defer to the second half. They will kick off, and Osage will have their backs facing the north, working left to right here in quarter number 1.
Yep, not much breeze to speak of as far as an advantage one way or the other. The flag is not moving.
Chris Kyle, the third-year head coach for Osage, has a career record of 19-8. The opposing head coach is Cole Miller in his 5th year with the Bulldog squad, 24-23. And one of these coaches, for the first time in their career, going to be moving on to the state quarterfinals. One win away from, after that, you'd be one win away from getting down to the Dome and not worrying. You wouldn't have to worry about playing in 30-degree weather.
Nope, that's a whole different.
Not that I don't mind it.
No.
Feels great.
Yeah. Now, we talked about it beforehand up until now. You kind of feel a little bit of the chilliness coming in. As soon as that ball's kicked, I won't even know what temperature it is.
Hunter Reekin will be the kicker for Hampton-Dumont-CAL. He's got 43 kickoffs this year, 10 touchbacks. Back to return for Osage on the far side of the field is Quinn Street, and then on the near side, Sage Christensen. Bulldogs will kick off kind of towards the left hash, not in the center of the field. It's Reekin, a pretty good leg on him. He's only missed one extra point this year, 29 of 30 on PATs. He's also attempted 5 field goals, making 2 out of 3. Longest of 27, and it is lightly raining out there as you look into the lights. So
just
a
a
light
little bit.
sprinkle as we're underway. Round of 16 in Class 2A. Quinn Street will make the catch around the 5-yard line, gets across the 20, 25, and Street down at the 26.
Yep, nice kick. Put him back inside the 5 to field that. And 20-yard return roughly for Street. Brings the offense out on the field.
An offense that is averaging 415 yards per game. 51 touchdowns on the year coming into tonight. That is the second most in school history for total touchdowns in a season. School record currently 54 back in 2009. Street in the gun. A couple guys in the backfield with him. They'll fake it. As Street looking to throw, he's going to air it out to Uhlenhop. He's got a step on him. He makes a catch inside Bulldog territory. Griffin Uhlenhop is going to take this into the house for the touchdown. It's going to go for 74 yards, and Osage strikes right away, Josh.
I said we probably don't expect a repeat of the game from the first game, but that looked an awful lot like Osage's first possession from week 1. I think it was the second play from scrimmage they hit that. Almost from the same spot in the field. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice run.
Osage will attempt the PAT here. It's going to be Weston Sullivan to kick. Machen to snap. Tate Tabbert will hold. The kick on the way by Soley. He's got it.
Okay.
So officially with 11:41 to play here in the first quarter, it's 7-0 Osage. Josh, we just settled in.
Yeah. Those of you tuning in, that isn't a misprint on the score bug. It actually happened here. But they didn't even get a chance to talk about the Bulldogs come out in a 5-2 defense, and the way Osage lines up, they're going to bring down a safety to act as a linebacker. So you're really in an 8-man box. So there are plays to be made in the passing game tonight.
Wow. I
didn't expect that.
Nope. Me neither.
Didn't expect that. So.
All right. So now we'll see Dalton Burkhart kick off for Osage. Berkey, 50 kickoffs, 4 touchbacks. Back to return for Hampton-Dumont-CAL. They got on the near side, it is Ryder Struther. He took a kickoff to the house last week against Woodward Granger, and on the far side of the field, number 23 is Brody Struther.
Well, we've got on tape last week, we gave up a kick return on a fake reverse. So you believe you me that the Bulldogs saw that. They might have something up their sleeve here.
19 seconds into the game. Points coming a little bit faster this week than last week. That's for sure. Berkey to kick, the lefty, short end over end kick. It's going to be caught at about the 18 by Upman. And Osage quickly on the tackle. That was number 18, Jacob Mailer on the return. And now we're going to see this sophomore quarterback again with Blake Burmester. Burmester 78 completions on 141 attempts. He's got over 1,300 yards passing, 13 touchdowns, just 2 interceptions. He started playing against Osage back in the second half of that first game of the year and has been the go-to quarterback for this Bulldog squad. He's going to have trips out to the right, and Mailer is the tailback lined up behind him in the pistol. It will go on the ground to Mailer. He gets across at 31, down short gain.
Yeah, about a gain of 4, it looks like, 3 to 4. Keep kind of creeping there. Yep, gain of 4 on the play, the way they lined up.
Bulldogs do got a very good tight end, Brady Haar, a walk-on commit to Iowa State, number 4, 6'8", 255, I believe, is what they have him listed at.
He's your prototypical tight end, throw it up and catch it.
Pistol set again for Burmester. 5 seconds on the play clock, and he hands it off to number 18 again, Mailer. Mailer gains a couple more yards. It'll bring up 3rd down and about 2 maybe.
Well, one thing we noted last week was Burmester really made a living against Woodward Granger's defense. Woodward come out in a cover 0 look, no deep safety, basically inviting you to throw the ball, and that's what he did.
Osage with 1 deep safety. That's Quinn Street right now. Back there at free safety, the future UNI Panther next year. 3rd down and 2 for Hampton-Dumont-CAL. Burmester will throw quickly, and it is completed. 23. That's our go-to target. That is Brody Struther. He leads his team in receiving yards and touchdowns.
Yep, nice pitch and catch, and Osage just invited that. The guy covering him was street safety. It was about 12 yards off the ball. You only needed about 3 to get the first down, so that's just that's a good decision by Blake Burmester.
I'll take that back. Aiden Keene leads the team in receiving touchdowns. Struther behind him with 4. Keene has 8. He's number 8. You'll see him a lot tonight. Number 23 and number 8 are definitely go-to targets offensively for the Bulldogs. 1st and 10. They'll hand it off again to Mailer. Mailer gets up to the 45 where his progress is stopped.
Yep, about a gain of, I'm going to call it gain of 3. They're probably going to give him to the 46 on that. But this is what I would expect Hampton to do, is just come out, try to control that ball, get everybody back breathing normal again here after that first play.
They run the ball more than they throw it, and they average 166 yards per game on the ground, so they definitely want to get a run game going on this Osage defense where it's been hard to run the ball this year. 2nd and 7, Burmester, he's going to chuck it deep, going to Keene, and it is incomplete. Coverage there by Tate Tabbert.
Yeah.
It's going to bring up 3rd down.
Good coverage on the play. Tate turned around just time. I like that. The back judge just let him kind of hand fight it out both sides, and so it brings up a 3rd and long.
It is still kind of lightly raining as you look up in the lights here at Sawyer Field.
Just like a mist.
Yeah, it's not going to be a whole lot, and it's not going to last all game either, or it shouldn't anyways. But 3rd down and 7, big one here for the Bulldogs at their own 46-yard line. Just over 9 minutes to play here in the opening quarter. Osage leading 7-0. Empty set here for Burmester. He's got 3 seconds on the play clock. He gets a play off as he rolls here to the near side. Plants his feet. He throws. We got a flag coming in. It's an incomplete pass. It might be in the area of holding.
Yeah.
And if so, you would expect Coach Kyle to decline this, but we'll wait for the call on the white hat.
Right. Let's just see what the call is here. Yeah, generally when it's thrown right in the middle of that scrum.
Yep, it is holding on the Bulldogs, and it is going to be declined by Osage. It'll bring up 4th down and 7 with 8:59 to go here in the first quarter.
Yep, Coach Miller sends in the punt team.
Well, watching the punt returners and pregame warm-ups, that ball's hard out there. I mean,
ball's
it's
hard.
38 degrees right now, and it's a little wet, so going to be a little hard to catch a ball coming down. So.
Coming down or even off a snap here.
Hunter Reekin, the punter. One thing, Hampton-Dumont-CAL here, the punter stands about 20 yards back.
They do.
Untraditional. Usually about 14 yards back on a punt. Nice punt, though, Reekin. It's going to take a bounce, and Osage is going to get away from it. And the Bulldogs will down it here with officially 8:47 to play. In this opening quarter, Green Devils with the football leading 7-0.
Yeah, Osage comes back out. Let's see where we line up there.
So Osage, their only play of the game so far. They went one play, 74 yards through the air, street to Griffin Uhlenhop.
Osage, no stranger this end of the field this deep. Last week it seemed like they played a whole quarter down there.
Starting here at your own 13 on this drive. They're going to go quarterback power again, and Street getting close to the 15. Will gain a couple yards, but it'll bring up second down.
Yep. And we're going to see a steady dose of that tonight. And why not? I think you just keep probing the right and the left side with him on that, and we saw that last week. It took a few quarters, but eventually he scored a couple touchdowns off of those.
Second down and a long 8 here for the Green Devils. They bring Christensen in motion. They'll hand it off. This is Brock Trees. And Brock, he had
19 or so.
He had 99 yards rushing last week.
Brings up a very third and manageable look here.
Third down and 3 coming up here for Osage. Ball at their own 20, needing to get to the 23.
And a 5-man front for the Bulldogs is a declaration of we're going to make sure you're not running on us at will. They want to make sure that is kept in check.
With 2 receivers at each side, Trees in the backfield with Street. They'll go hard count, and we have movement.
Let's see.
Osage is saying it's on the Bulldogs.
I don't know who makes that.
I think we always need to just wait for the official call. Every time I assume something, I'm wrong. So it does look like body language by the players. It is encroachment, on Hampton-Dumont-CAL. So Osage is going to get a first down here up to their own 25, 1st and 10.
Good use of a short yardage situation and a second clap. Same formation.
Should be able to. All right, now they start the clock. They'll throw it out. This is Severin Dodd. Dodd getting a block on the outside from Uhlenhop, and Sev close to a first down. Looks like he got out of bounds.
And that's
shy of a first down.
And that's a nice job by Griffin out there on the sideline, getting position on his guy and getting just enough of him to spring him for 8 yards. So nice job.
Bring up second down and 2 coming up for Osage. Still lightly raining here at Sawyer Field. Round of 16 here in Class 2A. Osage, high snap, pulled down by Street, looking to run. Nowhere to go. He's going to be met in the backfield by a host of Bulldogs. It's going to be a loss of a yard, it looks like.
Well, 5-man front with 2 linebackers. And those linebackers were really, really quick. They did not bite on the ball fake on that. Results in the loss of a yard.
Linebackers are Joseph Powers and Jacob Mailer, leading this team in tackles for Hampton-Dumont-CAL.
But we've seen Coach Kyle call some plays off of that, right? A lot of that keys off what the linebackers are going to do in certain situations.
So third down and 3 coming up here for the Green Devils. Christensen in motion, and a couple of fakes. They hand it off to Trees, and he's tackled. That's 33, Joseph Powers, a tackle for loss.
Okay, so the Hampton has basically dictated what they're going to do here. So, and I like it. We've seen this defense against us before, where they're firing linebackers at will.
Osage will bring their punt team out there. Tate Tabbert to punt. Back to return for the Bulldogs, number 8, Aiden Keene, averaging almost 11 yards per return. Almost blocked by the Bulldogs. Keene not going to have a chance to return this one as Griffin Uhlenhop will down it at the 33 of the Bulldogs.
Tate didn't handle that real cleanly, but got enough of it to get it out of there.
All right, so each team now is forced to punt. If you just tuned in, Osage scored on the first play of the game, a 74-yard touchdown pass. Quinn Street to Griffin Uhlenhop, and then the Bulldogs on their first drive, they got a first down initially, and then their drive stalled close to midfield. They punt it to Osage, and Osage picks up a first down, and then their drive also stalls.
Yep, we'll start to see some of the play calls, after each had a possession or two, what they feel like they can run with success.
Keene and Struther spread out to the far side for Hampton-Dumont-CAL. Burmester in the backfield, hands off. This is Powers. A 2 running back set here for Hampton-Dumont-CAL. Kind of like what we saw Osage do early in the year when they had Gavin Moeller before he had his season-ending injury. But Mailer and Powers will rotate
nice
a lot
job
in the backfield.
Yeah, nice job, Jacob Vance. Again, from the linebacker position, reading the play. More than likely reading where the guards are going and then slipping in behind them and holding it to a gain of 0.
Second down and 10 coming up. He trips here to the near side for Burmester. A very talented sophomore quarterback for Coach Miller's squad. He'll look to throw. Quick pass, and it's incomplete. Trying to go to Struther. That's Brody Struther. A little bit behind him as he had to get that out quick.
Yep.
He's going to bring up third down and 10.
And so, Osage, perfect down and distance for your defense here. This is where we've seen Quinn Street make a living on plays like this.
Bulldogs, though, they love that deep ball, though, too.
Absolutely.
Yep. You can, no matter where they're at on the field, whether it's 3rd and 10 or 3rd and short, got to respect that deep ball. But here we go, 3rd down and 10. Burmester to throw. He throws it quickly. It's going to be caught, and depending on the spot,
I think he's going to have enough.
I think he does have exactly 10. That is completed at Brody Struther. He needed to get to the 44, and he does have it.
Yep, he's got it.
Yep, gets exactly 10.
Nice pitch and catch. So what that's going to lead to, I think, Nolan, is you're going to see Osage's secondary roll up just a little tighter on that. And then from Hampton, hoping they do roll up, try to hit one over the top.
Kind of a double move out and up. 1st and 10, Bulldogs at their own 44. They'll go on the ground again, going to Powers, and Powers gains a yard up to the 45.
Alex Machen on the play for a gain of maybe a half yard.
Second down.
They're going to give him about a yard.
2nd down and 9. Just under 5 minutes to go in this opening quarter. 7-0 Osage with a light miss coming down here at Sawyer Field.
Yep. Yeah, Osage secondary fine with playing kind of their normal 5 to 7 yard cushions.
Bulldogs taking a lot of time too. That must be a game plan there, trying to eat up some of that clock. So they go right back to Powers. He squirts through. He gets close to midfield, down to the 49-yard line. Be a 4-yard gain.
Yeah, nice
Bring
little
up
run
3rd
there.
and 5.
Brings up 3rd and manageable.
It could be a strategy call there by
I
Coach
think
Miller
so.
to
Very
hold on,
much so.
hold on to that football and shorten this game up.
Yeah, that or just making sure he's getting the right plays he wants in, right? No, you're only down 7-0. No reason to rush a play call in.
They don't huddle. They look at the wristband, get the play call, and then take a few seconds before the snap. Here we go, 3rd and 5. They'll go outside, and it is incomplete, out of bounds, intended for Aiden Keene, close to midfield, and we'll see if Coach Miller wants to play the field position game, and it appears he will do so.
That's, I think, in my opinion, that's the right call right now. Your defense, outside of that one play, has played pretty well. So,
well, it worked very well for Boyden Whole Rock Valley last week. They had Osage pinned back that whole 3rd quarter. Other than that opening drive for Osage, basically the rest of the 3rd quarter, they were inside their own 10-yard line. But 4th and 5, Reekin back to punt. Again, standing at about 20 yards behind the long snapper, so it's hard to get a rush on it. Good punt by Reekin.
Osage,
just let that go
let
out
it
of
bounce.
bounds.
It's got to go out of bounds.
Well, it'll be interesting to hear what the Osage offense for their third trip on the field does here. We've seen a little bit of everything, and that's kind of customary from Coach Kyle from an offensive standpoint. A lot of different looks, different formations. I'm sure he's logging on his playbook or his sheet as to how those reactions from the defense are.
So this time they will start at their own, 13. So about back-to-back drives. You start at your own 13-yard line. Able to get a first down their last drive, but then stalled and had to punt. Trips to the left of Street. And he's going to be a quarterback draw. Makes a guy miss. He gets here to the near side. Big run,
He's gone.
Street.
Oh!
And he's going to be dragged out of bounds. Not before a big run there by the two-way touchdown leader, Quinn Street, as he gets all the way to the 37-yard line.
That was a nice job by, Ryder Strother to get just a jersey on him as he cleared him. Otherwise, he had nothing but green down the sideline.
24-yard run there for Quinn Street. Gives Osage a first down. A little bit of breathing room away from your own end zone. As they'll go twins to each side. Trees motions over to the right side of Street. And they'll hand it off to number 5, and Brock. Nice run. Takes a big lick. Right at the 41-yard line. Boy, that was, you can feel that thud all the way up here.
Yeah, one of the dangers of jumping or hurdling, as he tried to do, is you get up in the air, turned around, and he was met with it. Yeah, it's only fair. He's delivered enough of them over his career, too. He's not immune to taking one.
Second down and 7. Osage at their own 40, up by 7. Just under 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. I said the rain would eventually stop. I might have jinxed it. It's still lightly raining here. Quarterback power, Street, and he's going to get it about 3 on this run.
Yep.
Yeah, about 3. So it'll be third down and 4 coming up for Osage at their own 43.
Yeah. Well, with the way, the light rain coming down. We saw it last week. Where that ball gets slippery, bad things can happen.
Twins at each side. Trees in the backfield. They'll fake it to Trees. They'll throw it out to Dodd. He makes a catch. Got one guy to beat. He beats him. Cross midfield into Bulldog territory. And Severin Dodd gets the first down for Osage up to the 36-yard line. Another good block on the outside, Griffin Uhlenhoff.
And we've seen Griff over the season maybe hold on to that block just a little too long. Did a great job of just, when they got perpendicular with you, let him go.
So Osage inside Bulldog territory for the first time at the 36-yard line. They will shift and go put Street as a slot receiver.
We got Griffin at QB.
Griffin will fake it to him. He's got to run. He's got some blockers out in front. Griffin Uhlenhoff double-digit run as he takes a lick late, and that's going to be a flag. That's going to be a late hit on Hampton-Dumont-CAL.
Absolutely.
It looked like Griff was out of bounds by a couple of yards and then took a big hit by the safety.
Well, folks, and that's not an unusual spot for Griffin. Griffin played quarterback all YSF through 9th, even 10th grade there, and made the switch here the last few years to get on the field, but that might be a preview of what happens next year.
So he runs to the 24-yard line, is where he was taken out of bounds for the first down run. Dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct on the Bulldogs. It'll be half the distance, so Osage should be around the 12-yard line right now.
I don't think there was anything malicious intent, just
nope.
Guy playing through the echo of the whistle and maybe just a shade out of bounds.
Yeah. So Osage now a red zone opportunity. They break huddle quickly, and here's that swinging gate formation, Josh. They tried this on a 2-point last week and was unsuccessful on it. We'll see what Street wants to do as he brings in Tabbert in motion. He'll hand it off to Tabbert. Tabbert gets inside the 10 as he's tackled at the 8-yard line.
Yep, made a good cut there. Just as another thing to let your defense.
A little eye candy. I like it.
Be a little bit, frazzled. Like, what do we do? This is not a traditional lineup for us. So
we'll see if Osage can capitalize in the red zone. They had a red zone turnover last week, and any turnover in a playoff game is crucial, but those red zone ones, boy, you feel like you have to find a way to finish those drives as they'll go power right side. Street dives, and he's in there for the touchdown. Second time in the game for Quinn Street. Well, he threw a touchdown pass. Now he's in the end zone on a rushing score. His 22nd rushing touchdown on the year. And Osage goes up from 13-0 with 9:16 to go.
Osage closing in on the season record for touchdowns. Brings them within one of a tie, I believe. Is that correct?
Yeah, they are at 53 touchdowns as a team this year. The school record was 54 back in 2009. 8-yard run by Street. PAT is blocked by the Bulldogs. It'll keep it 13-0.
Point after it's blocked.
Well, it's not that we've not seen that before. So.
But Osage up by 2 scores here in the first quarter. Remember, this was 0-0 after 1 in the first game of the year. Osage then scored 22 points all in the second quarter.
Well, I'm just going through the chat here. Looks like we got some Bulldog fans in the chat. We've got CJ Peters, a regular contributor to the chat. Got us with the first boom shakalaka.
I can barely even type on my computer. My hands,
Your hands are a little cold.
I got enough layers on my arms and legs,
It's
better than last week,
yeah.
but maybe we should have invested in some of those Booster Club gloves if they had a pair.
Maybe some nice listener, listening like on their phone out there, might get us a coffee at halftime.
So Berkey to kick off here for Osage, and Struther back to return, but it's a short kick. Caught at the 23-yard line. Trying to get a number on that Bulldog. It's a nice return up to the 35.
And I think Osage is just fine with an up man getting that ball with Strother back there as a dangerous weapon. And I'm not sure Burke is 100% back from his quad injury here earlier in the year. And when it's cold out, that ball just does not explode off the foot like it used to.
Minute 10 to play in the first quarter. Still a light rain at Sawyer Field. I just totally jinxed it. But hey, we're inside, so I'm okay with that.
It must be real light. I don't even see anybody putting any rain gear on, so.
I am okay. Heck, it might be even freezing down there. Who knows? Might be getting some flurries out there. 1st and 10 Bulldogs. Down 13. They'll throw it quickly. It's completed to the big man. Hard. We got a flag coming in too. That might be a legal man downfield.
Yeah.
That was Brady Harr on the catch, the Iowa State walk-on commit.
Yep.
And
where he threw that flag, it's a good 4 yards downfield, and I believe in high school you get, 2?
Yeah, 2 to 3, just depending on your crew. An RPO, that's tough on your offensive line.
Correct.
Because, it could be a run, or, the RPO read pass option could be the pass, and they went with the pass option right over to Brady Harr. Boy, a big frame, 6'8", 255.
Yeah. You almost can't overthrow him. But, yeah, Osage kind of catches a break there. But you're right, that's a hard skill to teach offensive linemen, especially at the high school level, is 2 to 3 yards, and you got to kind of hold those blocks to make it look like a running play.
So 1st down and 15 now for the Bulldogs after the illegal man downfield penalty. They'll look to throw again. Burmester looks right now. Rolling right. He's tripped up. It's going to be a sack.
Is that
Severin Dodd with the sack, his 3rd on the year.
Once again, the Osage defensive line speed is a big factor.
Hey, cool shout out here. Sarah Keene watching their boy Aiden Keene in Texas. Dad is coaching right now and watching and cheering on both teams. So great to have you wherever you're at. Bulldog fan, Green Devil fan, I don't care. It's great to have you here on GSPN.
Sign in.
I hope it's a lot warmer down in Texas than it is up here in North Iowa, Sarah. It is 2nd down and 21 here for the Bulldogs. Probably your final play of the quarter. A toss sweep here to the near side by Mailer. Mailer, nice run. He gets up to the 28-yard line.
That's a good play call against that in second and forever. And Osage is expecting long pass here.
It's going to be about 3rd down and 15 to get those sack yards back.
Looks like.
But that's going to be it for the quarter. The buzzer sounds. We've played 12 minutes. Osage leading 13-0 after one. We'll take a quick break. You're watching Green Devil football here on GSPN.
Go Osage Green Devils. A to Z Drawing has been celebrating community spirit and teamwork since 1972. Join us in supporting our local athletes by cheering loud and cheering proud.
For projects big or small, Basic Building Supplies in Osage has you covered. From trusted lumber to tools and hardware, they've got everything you need, backed by honest hometown service. Build smart, build local. Basic Building Supplies. Today's GSPN broadcast is brought to you by Farm Bureau agent Nathan McRoberts. When things go wrong, you need your insurance to go right. Farm Bureau's one deductible advantage can help provide peace of mind when you need it most. Contact Farm Bureau Financial Services agent Nathan McRoberts for a super check today, and be prepared for whatever tomorrow brings.
Farmers Mutual Insurance, your local insurance carrier who aims to attract individuals with reliable, top-notch insurance policies to help protect what matters most. Contact your local Farmers Mutual Insurance agent today. We are a proud supporter of the Osage Green Devil Sports Network.
Nolan Peters and Josh Olson back with you inside the broadcast booth at Sawyer Field. We got Madden Jacobs, our camera operator here on GSPN. 3rd down and 15 coming up for, actually about 3rd down and 16 it looks like, where they got it spotted. So 3rd down 16 coming up for the Bulldogs. Osage leading 13-0 after the first 12 minutes.
Yep, there's a, see how Coach Miller and company want to play this particular down. Let's see, they're going with a, twins to the right, single receiver to the left.
Burmester, the sophomore quarterback, in the pistol. He's going to roll right. Osage pressures, a throw to Keene. He's open, and it's in and out of his hands.
What a nice route, clear from across the field.
Aiden Keene, I know he's going to want that one back right here in front of the Osage bench. But yeah, a great play, and he's turned into a go-to target for Hampton-Dumont-CAL just over the last few weeks. When Osage played the Bulldogs in week 1, I don't know if Keene played a lot of snaps offensively.
I don't recall calling his name.
He was on the 2-deep depth chart, but didn't have a lot of snaps in the game. And then as of late, they have found something with number 8, and boy, they just about had a big play there to move the sticks.
Good-looking athlete, 6'1", 175 pounds, and can run.
So 4th down and long, high snap, pulled down by Rieken. Gets the punt off. Osage got to let it bounce, and the Bulldogs are going to down it at the 38-yard line.
The hard thing, Nolan, about that punt is you're not going to get much of a chance to block something like that. But boy, you got to have a long snapper that can get that thing back 20+ yards. So
11:44 to play in the first half. Osage leading 13-0. Their last drive ended on an 8-yard touchdown run by quarterback Quinn Street. He is the 2A leader in touchdowns coming in. He had 35 through the first 9 games. He's already up to 37 with a passing and rushing score already. 2 backs in the backfield. He'll fake it. Street wants to throw. He throws it deep. He's got Dodd open. He makes a catch. Inside Bulldog Terry, inside the 40. Down to the 37, maybe the 36.
Nice little, just a little, I'm hesitating to call it a double move, but just kind of a stutter and go. Just played it right over the defensive back's head. Safety back there to clean up.
I missed the start of the clock here. Quarterback, keeper Street. He'll throw it away. It's going to be an incomplete pass, bring up 2nd down and 10 with officially 11:28 to go in the second quarter.
Yep, good decision by Street on that.
Sarah says Keene is a track star.
I would believe it.
Yep, wait until track season. I would believe so. That's where they put him at receiver, and they love to send him deep. He averaged like 30 yards of reception on the stat sheet coming into tonight. So.
He is what I call the epitome of the Randy Moss, quote, chuck it deep dog.
Yep. 2nd and 10, Green Devils at the Bulldog 36. Up by 13. Street throws, passes deflected, it's in the air and intercepted. intercepted by Haar. The deflected pass, and boy, he is good at that at 6'8".
Yep.
Hard to throw over him, and that's a big pick there by the Bulldogs.
Yeah, that's a dangerous pass right there with a guy with a wingspan like that. I don't know if he's the one who got the hand on it, but yeah, nice job by the Bulldogs there of stopping Osage momentum for the time being.
That's just their 4th or 5th interception as a team coming in, but boy, a big one. First turnover of the game. We'll see if the Bulldogs can use this down by 13. They'll start at their own 33-yard line with 11:21 to play before halftime. Burmester, hands off. Bulldogs, big hole up the middle, first down run. This is 33, Joseph Powers. He is down to the 49-yard line, a 16-yard run on first down.
Yeah, nice blocking out front. Caught Osage defensive line in a kind of a slant stunt. Slanted right out of the hole there, and then field's probably getting a little slippery. No, I've seen some guys slip down there trying to make a tackle.
The Bulldogs got some momentum here. You can hear their student section from the far side of the field. They had one of the best student section chants we've heard all year.
Well, I'd watch out
for
Keene here. This could be a shot play. Kind of a play action shot play.
Him or number 23 with Struther, but they'll go on the ground. Powers, another hole. Powers, 11-yard run. Back-to-back first downs, and we have a flag on the play. Might be a sideline warning by Osage.
Yeah, there wasn't anything.
Actually, they'll mark it for a 9-yard run. Yep, sideline warning on Osage.
Sideline warning for the Green Devils.
So that is, I thought he had the first down run. It looks like he is a yard shy.
Yard short, yep. Well, they found something right now that they like in that formation against that defensive line. So
second down and 1 for the Bulldogs inside the Osage 45-yard line. They need to get to the 41 for the first down. Burmester, hands off, right to Powers, and Osage is going to tackle him for a loss. Number 1, Severin Dodd, hitting first and then finished up by Jacob Vance.
Yeah, those plays are designed, they're actually, they're going to leave that defensive end in the chase mode. And that play's designed that the defensive end isn't going to have near the speed that Dodd has from that end. So nice job of trailing down the line there, play your keys, and then get after the ball carrier.
Third down and 3, possibly 4 down territory right now for Hampton-Dumont-CAL as they trail 13-0.
Well, the Bulldogs have thrown a couple slants here on these short yardage situations. Let's see if they go back to it.
Trying to get Osage to jump. We have a flag and a delay a game, unless did they get a timeout call on that far side of the field?
I don't know. We're going to find out.
They're going to say, yep, timeout. The far side judge does give a timeout to Hampton-Dumont-CAL. So that's the first timeout of the game. Osage leads 13-0 with about 9.5 minutes to go in this second quarter. I want to say a big thank you to all of our Booster Club sponsors. Our Emerald sponsors are the ones that rotate up in that top left corner, as GSPN is a partnership with Osage Community Schools and the Osage Booster Club. Big thank you to all of our Emerald sponsors. Also, our Platinum sponsors, we'll say thank you to them: Bushbaum Lawn Care and Snow Removal, Cedar Valley Orthodontics, Cedar Valley Seminary Foundation, Cooper's Osage Auto, Flooring America, LR Falk Construction, and the K9 Cabin.
Little score update here. I believe in Pod D, walk on at Alburnett. Alburnett leads 14-0 right now in the second quarter.
All right, out of the timeout, the Bulldogs with a third down and 3. They'll go to Powers. He's got the first down. He's got 4, maybe 5 yards on the run, but enough to move the sticks.
Nice job with the line blocking up front.
Tackle made by Gallagher. First down.
So 1st and 10, Hampton-Dumont-CAL at the Osage 39-yard line. A drive for the Bulldogs that started with a defensive interception. Trying to turn a turnover into points. Get right back into this thing.
Yeah. At some point, I think we're going to try to see Hampton strike down the field here.
Burmester gonna keep it. He doesn't run often. We have a flag
Yeah, we
coming
got a
in.
hold here.
Burmester gets 6, maybe 7 on the run, but there is a flag in the backfield thrown by the white hat, and usually in the area of holding, and it is a hold on the Bulldogs.
And that, once again, and we've called his name multiple times here, especially in the last half of the year, Noah Gallagher just slicing in there and disrupting the play. It's just tough when a guy is that he's basically a human slinky at defensive tackle.
So first down and 20, back at the 49-yard line. Ten seconds on the play clock for the Bulldogs. 2 receivers to the far side. Tight end to the right. Burmester throws quickly, and it is caught. This is number 12, Struther, and Struther gets those penalty yards back and got to be shoved out of bounds around the original line of scrimmage.
Yep.
Taken out of bounds by
Well, the part the Bulldogs have put on tape is they're not afraid to throw the deep ball, and Osage is respecting that currently. Playing a lot of 10-yard cushion. You know, if you're going to score, it's going to take you a few plays to get there. It's kind of the theory.
Second down and 10 after a 10-yard pitch and catch. Burmester to Struther. Burmester chucks it deep, floats it up. He's got a man. The catch is made. Brody Struther with the catch inside the Green Devil 20.
Yep. And that was a play they ran to this side too, and Burmester throws a nice ball over there, and there's a lot of good timing on their routes.
Yes. Osage not able to get pressure on the quarterback, giving Blake a lot of time to throw, and boy, he can put it on a dot.
Well, and he's not taking a lot of time. It's 2-3 steps out of that shotgun, and he's finding his spot.
So red zone opportunity for Hampton-Dumont-CAL. Osage leading 13-0, but the Bulldogs knocking on the door. They'll go on the ground. Powers up the gut, and
not much there.
He's going to gain maybe 2 on the run.
Well, and that's one thing that the Bulldogs have done. They've kind of established the run here this drive. They've been able to get 4 or 5 yards at a run. Now, the field narrows up here. There's not as much green space to defend, so to speak. So that works a little bit in Osage's secondary's favor.
2nd and 8. Bulldogs in field goal range with Rican, something to keep an eye on if they need it. But they'd like to find the end zone. Burmester quickly throws right side, and it's intercepted. Tate Tabbert. What a season Tate's having. That's his 3rd interception on the year. Osage back-to-back weeks with a red zone takeaway.
Well, and Burmester hasn't thrown a lot of those this year, but just overthrew Strother, and Tate Tabbert again. Nice job of playing his man and then locating the ball in the air, coming off and then grabbing that.
Tater is having a year. He's led the team in tackles a week ago.
Punting,
man,
he was my pseudo MVP from a punt aspect.
1st and 10, Osage at their own 20, 7:33 to play before halftime. Empty set here as Trees, a little H-back, quarterback power. Street lowers his shoulders, holds onto that ball, and gets about 5 on the run. We'll see where the official spot is. I think they'll give them, they'll give them 5.
Yep.
So each team trading a turnover.
Well, we talked about turnovers in the red zone.
Yeah. Can Osage try to put a little salt in the wound here and make it hurt? 2nd and 5. Street lunges forward. I think he's shy of a first down. Gains 4 on that run.
Yeah, caught the Bulldogs, at least in the secondary, making a change. They were a little bit discombobulated there, so.
3rd down and 1. They need to get to the 30 for the first down as we're under 7 minutes to play here in the first half. 13-0 Osage. Pod D Winner of this game takes on the winner of Alburnett and Waukon. Latest score update there was Alburnett up 14-0 in the second quarter. Osage hands off, Trees. Makes one guy miss in the backfield, and Brock has got 7 yards on the run.
This is pretty good because I think right now Osage is basically blocking 6 on 7 is the way it looks here. Doing just enough to get those positive yards. So
7-yard run there for Brock.
I agree with Coach Kyle here. You just got to keep running that for positive yards there.
Osage taking some time here. 12 seconds on the play clock as they break huddle. They'll get quickly set up here. 5 seconds on the play clock. Snap the play. Play action. Street. Scans.
Nope.
Still looking. Flares out here to the near side. You have a flag on the play. Catch made by Brock Trees, but I think this is coming back, Josh.
Yeah, a lot of time.
This might be
there.
a big loss here because this holding penalty is a spot foul, and this was, I believe, a few yards back.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll wait for the official call, but it is going to be on the Green Devils holding on Osage.
I believe he wanted to get Uhlenhop coming out of his break here, just like we had on the first play. But Uhlenhop, he slipped coming out of his spot, and that forced Quinn to hold the ball here.
Actually, it is just a 10-yard penalty. I thought where that flag was placed at, I was like, man, if you're spotting from that flag, that's got to be a 20-yard penalty. But Osage will be fortunate and just take a 10-yard loss. 1st and 20 with under 6 minutes to go before halftime. Street tries to go right, hesitates, continues to go right. Still running,
and
flag on the play again, and
Boy,
Street taken out of bounds.
Things are a little discombobulated right now.
Going the wrong direction here are the Green Devils. We'll see what the call is again, but another flag in the area of holding.
And I will say this again, with Street being so shifty, he's going back and forth, left and right. The defense gets an eye on him.
Block in the back,
yep, there's another 10.
So, well, you started this series here at your own 36, and now you're going to be at your own 16.
Well,
not good, Bob.
The only thing good about this is it's first down. Be interested to see. I always love seeing how defense is going to try to. So they're in a 4-man front now, Nolan. Four. So they brought a 5th.
And we have
timeout.
Equipment. Well, the white hat wants to talk this.
Maybe they're questioning if it's in the right spot.
When in doubt, talk it out. All right. So we'll get back to it.
Okay.
First down and around 30 for Osage. Street, draw play up the middle. Quinn Street, big hole! He's got all those penalty yards back, cuts to the right across midfield, breaks a tackle, still going, gets a block downfield, Street down the sideline, high stepping, hello, goodbye. Green Devils back in the end zone.
Wow.
Have we said his name before? Quinn Street takes that to the house for 86 yards.
Nolan, I've said over the years, with this team and this QB, I've never been afraid of 3rd and long. I guess I could say I'm not afraid of 1st and, what was that, 36?
30. I was guessing 1st and 30.
Well, great play call. You spread everybody out with 4 wide receivers, get everybody just a delay, and then nothing but green in the middle of the field.
They will go for 2. Put Dodd in motion. They'll put him back out towards the right. Street lunges. Street is, well, he's in there for 2. Holy cow. Back at your own 16, and Quinn Street takes it to the house for 86 yards. They get the 2-point conversion to go up 21-0 with 4:56 to play before halftime.
Yeah, that'll be one I'll go back tonight, specifically zero in, and just see how that was blocked. Quinn did such a great job of going back across the field there. I can't remember who had it. It might have been Strother had the angle on him, and he just kind of made a juke to the one side, and away he went. Score update down in Alburnett. Alburnett now up 21-0.
Well,
minute 30 left in the first half.
Almost identical.
Almost identical.
Time. And, I mean, the score is identical, but almost the same time.
spots,
They're 3 minutes ahead of us down there.
Well, there's one thing I can usually tell is walk-on's probably not out of it.
No, we saw that. We saw that week 6 here at Sawyer
Halloween
Field.
Friday. Might as well be Freaky Friday.
Strange things happen, especially at night. Especially when you're in the 806 in Lubbock, Texas.
Oh, another boom shakalaka. Okay.
So Berkey to kick off. Strother and Strother back to return. It's another short kick. Will be caught by the up man. 2 hands on the football. Osage surrendering some yards here, not wanting to kick it deep to those Strother boys. I don't blame them. They took it to the house last week. So.
All right, looks like I'm going to go on a limb and say John Fisk. Is this the John Fisk from the class of 95? Give us a wave if it is. So.
Well, Josh, a chance here for Hampton-Dumont-CAL. They can get right back into this thing, an opportunity for a 2-for-1. They will receive the second half kickoff.
Yeah, this is a big set of downs for the Bulldogs.
There's 4:49 to play before the half. You're not out of it yet. I know things aren't looking great right now, down 21-0, but a score here really changes things going into that second half. First down, they'll hand it off up the middle, 18. Mailer, a run of double digits. He's got the first down.
Well, and nice job by the Bulldogs not abandoning that. They found something there in the middle of our defense, whether it be us just getting out of position or them just being able to come downhill. There was no linebacker in the middle of the field on that.
So 1st and 10, Bulldogs at their own 47. Their last drive, they got to the red zone, but a red zone interception. And then Osage really made it hurt, putting together an 80-yard drive, capped off by an 86-yard touchdown run by Quinn Street. Burmester drops a snap, and he's just going to fall down with it. I mean, it's cold out there. It does look like the rain is starting to lighten up here at Sawyer Field.
Yeah, it doesn't look as much there, yep.
But now, still, cold hands, a cold football, not easy to hold on to.
Nolan, how's that going, the Bugs? Is that a tackle for loss or is that a sack?
I would...
it's got to be a tackle for loss, right?
I would just say a tackle for loss, yeah.
Okay. I just noticed
in the NFL, you could
Dodd picking up one for the
yeah,
stats.
Because as soon as his knee goes down, college and high
dead.
School, yep. In the NFL, I guess you could put your hand on him and get the credit for the
Well,
sack,
that's why I didn't know if they give that to anything, the nearest player to him.
Team sack, if anything.
Team sack, team
I'll go
tackle.
Team tackle for loss.
Another one, darn.
Low snap, picked up Burmester. He throws here near sideline. It's incomplete, going for 23. Brody Strother, coverage there. Nice coverage by Sage Christensen. Sage is having a very good year. We haven't really said his name a lot, but it's not that he's not a workhorse. I mean, he would be a starting #1 wide receiver for many area teams. There's just a lot of pieces on this Osage offense, and then he's having a very good year in the secondary with 3 interceptions on the year.
Blessed with an abundance of riches at the wide receiver athlete spot, this team does. So,
3rd down and 14. Bulldogs, though, they're in striking distance with this offense. Burmester rolls out. He's under some pressure. He gets away with it. He throws, takes a hard hit, and it's intercepted. Intercepted by Quinn Street. Oh, we have that's going to be nope, the interception's going to come back. We're going to have roughing the passer on Osage. Burmester took a shot by trees, but I think they're going to call number 5 for roughing the passer, and it's going to wipe off an interception.
I guess I didn't see it, but what do you think,
I mean,
Nolan?
it was bang, bang, but protecting the quarterback in today's game of football, I understand it.
Yep.
Brock put a huge hit on him.
Was it contact with the head maybe?
No, it was shoulder pad to chest, it looked like. But still, it's a 15-yard penalty. And that's going to be a first down for the Bulldogs. Boy, a first down, they need it.
Yeah, Trees that won't affect his play. That was, in my eyes, a clean football play in this day and age. They're going to call that.
Well, the defensive play there by Osage. It was a deflection by Tate Tabbert. He tipped it up in the air, and Street was right there diving and making the interception. It would have been around the 40-yard line where the ball's pretty much spotted.
Yeah,
but
Coach Kyle didn't like that call, and the white hat was signaling shot to the ribs. I don't know if that's off limits or not.
I think they just thought it was a little late. But either way, 1st and 10. Sea of Green here, and Osage trying to fire up this defense, run up the middle. That's a 9-yard run by the Bulldogs. They are finding something right up the gut here, Josh.
Yep, I don't know if they're, it's hard to tell from our angle up here if they're running trap or just kind of a duo. If it's me, if it's me on the offensive line coach, I'm taking 53 out of the game. I'm trying to make everybody else make a play here, and that might be what they're doing.
A 9-yard run. That was Jacob Mailer, who's a tailback on this series. It's always a two-horse attack here for the Bulldogs with the running backs, Mailer and Powers. Second down and 1 inside Osage territory. He'll go right back to Mailer, and he's going to be tackled. There he is, Josh, 53, but it's going to be a face mask. 53, Alex Machin with a tackle, but he must have grabbed that face mask. Now, is it the 15-yard face mask, or is it a 5-yard face mask?
Well, the white hat was looking pretty hard at it.
Horse collar.
Boy, we're going deep into the playbook there, especially on a play between the tackles.
I suppose that's a 15-yard penalty.
That's 15.
Either way, it's enough for a first down. Bulldogs close to the red zone again. It's going to be at the Osage 21.
Wow.
After the penalty.
The one thing I know is it won't stop the Green Devils' aggressiveness on defense. Let's put it that way.
So 2.5 to go here before halftime. Clock winds after the penalty. Bulldogs knocking on the door again. RPO thrown out to Har. He does make the catch, but catches it on a knee.
Yep, 2-yard gain maybe.
Yeah, if that,
maybe
a yard.
Maybe.
A low throw, almost deflected by Severin Dodd at that DN spot for Osage. 2 minutes to play here before halftime. Again, Bulldogs are set to receive the second half kickoff, so trying to get a 2-for-1. Osage defense trying to bow up here. Keep this shutout going. Second down and 9. Burmester hands off. And Mailer is tripped up, not before he gains about 3 or 4.
Nice job, Jacob Vance right there in the middle. Kind of got that ankle wrapped up before he could split the middle there.
So 3rd down and 6. Under 90 seconds to go here before halftime.
And yes, they are double teaming Alex Machin, and that's if you're a Bulldog offensive coordinator, offensive line, that is what you have to do. He just isn't blockable one-on-one.
3 receivers right, 1 left for Burmester. He will look to his right, plants his feet, throws quickly, and it is knocked away by Street. And then Christensen lunging for it, trying to intercept it, but incomplete pass with 59 seconds to play. It will bring up 4th and 6 here for the Bulldogs.
And then I don't think a field goal really does you any.
Nope, they're going to go for it. Watch those out routes again. 4th down and 6. Osage trying to make a stop here. Bulldogs got 15 seconds on the play clock. They might be calling timeout to think about this. Coach Miller.
Yeah, they're just gonna.
They're gonna call time. They're no way they're not gonna get this off. Maybe so. He does get it off. Burmester throws. He's hit. It's in the end zone. It's incomplete. Incomplete pass. Pressure there by Jacob Vance. And Osage takes over with 54 seconds to play before halftime. Josh, that was a massive stop.
Yeah, perfect call on the middle blitz. Make sure he doesn't have all day back there, and he had to throw that just a little quicker than he wanted to. He had a guy breaking free, but at that point you're thrown to a spot.
Man, I don't know if that was set up by Hampton to just take some time there before the play, but
they've been flirting with that all first half.
Yeah, catch Osage defense off guard or something. We'll see how aggressive Osage is with 54 seconds. Up 21-0. Street back to pass.
He's got a guy right here.
He'll throw. He's going to Christensen, who will not be able to make the catch. It's incomplete.
I think, and that might have been the one play you try to see if there's something there, and maybe now you just kind of take the air out of the ball, get to halftime, and discuss it. Halftime at Alburnett just went there at 21-0.
So the winner of tonight's game here at Sawyer Field with Osage and Hampton-Dumont-CAL takes on the winner of Alburnett and Waukon. Currently, the leaders of that are the 1 and 2 seeds of the pod. Up 21-0. Second down 10, quarterback draw. Here's Street. No. He's got some running room again, makes the guy miss, gets a nice block downfield, and he's going to go out of bounds. And no flag on the play. It's a first down run for Quinn Street with 36 seconds to play here before halftime.
Yeah, a few more of those, and Hampton does really not want to rush up the field, especially with their ends, because that's exactly what they're falling into, is Street just giving them that extra second.
He's got almost 200 yards rushing here in the first half.
Just getting up the field.
First and 10, close to midfield. Double move here, Uhlenhop. They're going to throw it to him, out to Griff, and it's incomplete. Coverage there by Struther. And it will bring up second down and 10.
Got all 3 timeouts to go.
Yeah, I would hate to be a defensive coordinator on this offense.
Yeah,
okay,
right,
or you got to try to shut down the receivers. Well, then this.
Yeah, do I take an extra guy out of the box, go to a 2 deep safety look, or do I bring him down in there and yeah. It is the classic.
Osage is going to have to call a timeout. There's miscommunication here with Coach Kyle and Street getting the play call. So they'll call a timeout. Yeah, that's all right. You got two timeouts left in the half. Osage up 21-0 with just about 29 seconds to go here before halftime. Thank more of our Booster Club sponsors, our gold level sponsors. Thank you to Astrip Drug, Central Park Dentistry, Countryside Construction, CUSB Bank, First Citizens Bank, Herd Insurance Agency, Home North Iowa, Claperick Farm Systems and Electric, Mike Molstead Motors, Mitchell County Abstract, Randy's Neighborhood Market, S&S Meats and Spirits, Sharper's Services, Top of Iowa Auto Wash, Unique Country Store, and S&S Signs.
And his confirmation, John Fisk, class 95, one of my teammates. Wow, my personal bias, best slot back on the team at one point. So,
got a comment
good
on it.
Free safety.
Some great camera work. Yes, we do have great camera work. Madden Jacobs, our camera operator tonight here on GSPN. Great to have Madden with us. We've had Aiden Wickham running the camera a lot this year too. So great, getting a great student support here on GSPN. Osage throws and it's going to be incomplete. Trying to go to, I think that's Cooper Street.
I like the idea. You run 3 guys deep and there's a ton in the middle of the field. There just isn't a receiver running a pattern in there. I also looked at maybe this could be a potential of a screen pass, right?
Yeah, third down 10. Each team with 2 timeouts in their pocket.
Or just run number 4 delay up the middle.
Got to go quickly here. Osage will break huddle.
We're going to do it again.
8 seconds on the clock. They will sprint in formation.
Got to get set.
Guys do get set. 2 seconds, 1 second. They get the snap off. Street looking under some pressure. Still under a lot of pressure. He's going to throw, and it's caught by Street. Makes a catch back at the line of scrimmage. It's going to bring up 4th down, but the clock continues to roll, and that is probably got to be it for the half.
Take 1 timeout and throw it to the end zone.
I think each team is, he heard you.
I'm telling you.
With 2 seconds to go here before halftime, Coach Kyle does call his second timeout. And I guess,
yeah, well, whatever.
If I was playing a video game, absolutely.
Yeah. Here comes the
4 verts.
4 verts, baby.
It was a 1-yard loss on the catch by Cooper Street, so 4th and 11 officially. But very likely the last play of the first half here at the Green Devils, up 21-0.
More than likely, you're just going to run. You're going to run maybe a max protect, maybe a 2 wide to one side. Put your best receiver, fastest receiver on the left, and just throw it down the field and see if you can get Lady Luck on your side.
The Bulldogs have been able to get some pressure those last couple of plays there. Street was flushed out, running backwards quite a bit.
Yeah, and it's always a lot easier when you kind of know what's happening. All right, they're all stacked up on this side.
Final play of the half. Street back to pass all day. He's going to throw it to Dodd, and it is incomplete. And that'll do it for the half.
Good half.
Osage goes in the halftime up 21-0 over Hampton-Dumont-CAL. The Bulldogs will receive the second half kickoff. We will take a break. We'll come back with more. You're tuned in to Green Devil football right here on GSPN.
At Hoff Celebrations, Champion Chapel, we've been serving families in our community with care, compassion, and dignity for generations. Just like cheering for the Green Devils brings us together, we're here to support your family when it matters most. Hoff Celebrations, Champion Chapel, honoring life, supporting community.
Home Trust and Savings Bank has served Osage since 1899, offering trusted banking, online services, and community support. Convenient hours, a mobile app, and a team you can count on. Home Trust and Savings Bank, proud supporter of Green Devil Athletics.
Since 1977, Mark's Tractor in Osage has been the trusted name in farm, lawn, and power equipment. From compact tractors to side-by-sides, parts, and service, they've got what you need to get the job done right. Mark's Tractor, equipment that works as hard as you do.
At Mitchell County Regional Health Center, your well-being is our top priority. We're here for you and your family. Trust us with your health because you deserve the best. Mitchell County Regional Health Center, your trusted health care partner for life. Learn more at mcrhc.com. We are a proud sponsor of the Green Devil Sports Network.
Osage Chiropractic is now open. Our family-friendly office was designed with comfort and care in mind. From kids to athletes to parents, we offer safe, effective care for all ages. Osage Chiropractic. Honest, caring, and here for your family. Protect what matters most with State Farm. Our unique plans offer peace of mind and reliable coverage for you and your loved ones. Stop in and visit Craig Eisenman at 1429 Main Street in Osage to get a quote today and experience the difference of personalized Green Devil service.
Dr. Aaron Street and the team at Street Chiropractic have been serving our area with competence and compassion for over 20 years. We offer a wide array of services and specialties: athlete care, improved performance, prevention, and recovery from injury, certified pediatric chiropractic, certified perinatal pregnancy chiropractic, functional medicine and nutrition, certified acupuncture, Class 4 laser therapy, shockwave ultrasound, massage therapy, and much more. We are a proud member of the Osage Athletics team. Go Green Devils.
Tonight's broadcast is sponsored by Town & Country Insurance, protecting our hometown since 1975. Whether it's your car, home, or farm, they've got you covered. Contact us today for your personalized quote. Go Green Devils.
Unlock your farm's full potential with DeKalb and Asgrow from Jensen Seeds, a proud supporter of Osage High School. Our seed delivers higher yields through innovative crop protection and plant breeding. Choose Jensen Seeds and watch your farm thrive. Call Brad at 641-425-0494.
Tonight's game is powered by Asa Abloy, proud supporter of Green Devil Athletics. From durable doors to expert service, Asa Abloy delivers quality you can count on wherever you are. Asa Abloy, opening doors to excellence.
There's a kind of magic to making memories, to finding time for the little things and the big things, the new things, and the things you'll do over and over again. It's the magic of a job well done and a well-deserved day of rest, of living life to the fullest with the people you'd never want to live without. Fairway, closed on Sunday, open for life.
Something exciting is growing on Iowa farms these days. Innovation. From tractors that seed, weed, and harvest with data-driven precision, to drones that scout or plant cover crops to protect soil and water. Even our animals live in smart homes with round-the-clock care. Technology keeps your food safer, water cleaner, and makes us more sustainable. Because what we do here benefits everyone here. Life on the farm makes everyone's life better.
Health powers life, from the delightfully routine to the truly uncharted. Building a relationship with a primary care doctor is one of the easiest ways to stay healthy. So if you don't have one, get started with Mercy One. From annual wellness visits to screenings and immunizations, our primary care doctors can help you be proactive with your health, ensuring you're ready no matter what life brings next. Find care at mercyone.org/healthpowerslife.
How do you make everyone's favorite buffet even better? How do you make the country's best chicken even more exciting? How do you make Thursday the best night ever? Wing night at Pizza Ranch. All the wings you want, plus all your other buffet favorites. And for a limited time, try the sweet heat of our new honey hot sauce. The country's best wing night is here. Taking flight Thursday nights, only at Pizza Ranch.
From the opening whistle to the final buzzers, officials dedicate their time, knowledge, and effort to every game. They are not just enforcing the rules, they are shaping young athletes into better players and better people.
Being an official is no easy task. They spend hours training and show commitment and resilience. They show up because they believe in our student athletes.
Officials are critical. They make sure the game is fair for everyone, and they're teaching our kids valuable life lessons.
Support GSPN, our student-led sports streaming network, and help us bring every game to you live. Scan the QR code now or send your payment to 820 Sawyer Drive to donate and keep the action going for our athletes, families, and fans. Every contribution counts. Thank you, Green Devils.
Nolan Peters and Josh Olson back with you here at Sawyer Field. We're at halftime of this round of 16 matchup. Class 2A Pod D, Osage leading Hampton-Dumont-CAL 21-0. Another matchup going on in Pod D. It was 21-0, I believe, at halftime for Alburnett leading Waukon. So if those two scores were to hold, it would be Osage hosting Alburnett next week. Osage is a 1 seed in Pod D, so they have a home field advantage no matter what. If Hampton-Dumont-CAL and Waukon were to come back and get second half victories, then it would be Hampton-Dumont-CAL going to Waukon.
Let's see, 2A scores. I know Mid-Prairie up 39-0 at half over Mediapolis.
That's a district rematch.
Yep. Last report from Roland Story, 7-7. And Meter Roland up in Story City.
7-7, huh? That's probably one of the best games
right now that
on paper.
In the second 2A, round. Yeah.
We already do have a final. Kemper Catholic did get the win.
26-15, closer than I thought, but once again, that Northwest Iowa football, they're going to play it tough.
And I can't remember. That might have been a rematch. That might have been a non-district rematch.
That could be.
With Kemper and OAB.
OAB was a District 2, right?
Yeah, and Kemper was District 2. Well, they're District 2 as well. So that was a district rematch.
District
Boy, my goodness, I missed that.
Okay.
So, yeah, that makes sense.
Okay. As far as I know.
They kicked off at 7 or 5. That's why that game is over. There's 2 games in Carroll, Iowa tonight. Kemper, the 2A school, kicked off at 5. And, yep, they are the first team in Class 2A to advance to the quarterfinals next week.
Right.
Other
like
score, Josh?
That's all I've got right now.
Okay.
At least from video highlights and or the bound update on that part of it.
Folks, we got some great entertainment coming up for you here soon. I'm going to go over some stats here in the first half. We do got, I'll say, Scarlett Burns chimed in on the, if you were listening in the pregame show, I was talking about, I wanted a comment from her we're wanting to maybe do an interview with her here at halftime. She just got 5th place at state cross country today, so congratulations to Scarlett, wrapping up her Green Devil career on the cross country field, and she's going to go run at Drake next year. But I was saying I wanted to know the Burns family top 5 in a cross country race, and she gave me a long text. So we'll go over that here in just a little bit. Real quickly, looking at first
scoring,
half.
Another
You got
score.
some more? Go
Well,
ahead.
this is a Mitchell County score here. Let's see.
St. Ansgar
I
West
think
score?
they're at halftime. Yeah. Let's see if I can catch this here. Looks like 44-7 at the half.
Not surprised.
The Saints are
probably more surprised there's a touchdown on the board.
Yeah.
For the visiting team.
Visiting, right.
Yeah, St. Ansgar is they're a wagon.
They are a wagon, yeah. As the kids would say, they're a wagon.
All right, got some stats for you. You want them, Josh?
Let's do it.
The unofficial first half stats. Got these from Craig Christensen, who gets them from his daughter Ivy, who takes some stats down on the sideline for Osage football. Unofficially, Osage has 28 plays in the first half for 310 yards. Hampton-Dumont-CAL with 35 plays for 125. So average yards per play, Osage averaging 11.1. The Bulldogs averaging 3.6.
That number, 11.1.
Some big ones when you have
it's skewed a little bit because of
2 plays.
2 plays.
You have a play that goes, first play of the game, Osage, go over your scoring. Osage first play of the game is 74-yard touchdown pass. Quinn Street to Griffin Eulenhop. And then Osage scored again late in the first quarter, an 8-yard touchdown run by Quinn Street. It was 13-0 after 1, and then the only scoring in the second quarter, Quinn Street, an 86-yard touchdown run. So, yeah, you have 2 plays of 70-plus.
That kind of throws up. Otherwise, I mean, the score is a score. Understand that it's 21-0, but for the most part, outside of a handful of plays, the Bulldogs have held Osage to, I'm going to call it respectable gains, on that part of it. But it all factors in on that as we go.
Yeah, completion percentage, I mean, Quinn Street's just 5 of 12. He has 118 passing yards. But, yeah, 74 of those coming on 1 play to Griffin Eulenhop. Other reception, Severin Dodd has 3 catches for 65 yards. And then Cooper Street 1 catch for -1. Rushing, Quinn Street leading the way, 8 rushes for 128. Eulenhop has 1 carry for 24 yards. Brock Trees, it's probably, about 12? Yeah, it was about 23 yards, and then the additional 15-yard penalty.
Yeah.
Brock Trees has 4 carries for 15 yards, and then Tate Tabbert 1 carry for 4 yards. Those are your unofficial first half stats for Osage.
The Osage defense has done a really good job of when they get to that 20-yard, to get to that red zone of stiffening up, and some of that is because the Bulldogs like to pass the ball around. They're not running a lot of real short routes. There are a lot of 15 to 20-yard outs, combo routes, and when you get down into that 20-yard line and in, there's just not enough room to run those. So Osage is able to cover a little more ground, be a little more aggressive, and then call some defensive plays on that. So.
All right, now it's time for a halftime entertainment. This is what we wanted.
Okay.
So pre-game show, I was talking about I was going to ask Scarlett if we, if you're able to interview her here at halftime, what would be the Burns family top 5 in a cross country race? And boy, she gave a great answer. So, do you want to do? What do you want? 1 through 5 or 5 through 1?
Well, is it?
Let's go 1 through 5.
Give me a hint. Is this an answer that means I still have to live at home?
She put some very nice comments in.
She put some thought into
All
this,
right.
didn't she? Okay.
So here we go. The Scarlett Burns family top 5 in a cross country race. Again, Scarlett, the Green Devil senior that finished 5th place at the girls state cross country today. Coming in first, of course, Scarlett. No. Yeah.
I would throw a flag if it was anybody but her.
Second place, her older sister, Alex.
Okay.
She'll be happy about this.
Yep. She was a runner back in the day.
Yep. She said she'll be happy about this, and I will give it to her that she can find some speed when she needs to. Third place is Mom.
Oh,
Colleen.
There we go.
She can go the distance. Fourth place, she says, sorry, Nolan, but you maybe can sprint, but there's no chance.
There's no distance.
There's no distance in your blood.
Okay.
And then last but not least, coming in fifth, sorry, Dad, Mr. Josh Burns, I'm not sure your knees would make it, but I know the efforts would be there. So,
that's a very polished response. And I wouldn't expect anything less than who her parents are on that. But I called it. I did. Josh in last place.
Yeah, that's big. I mean, I got to announce my first 3 years covering Osage with Josh Burns here on the mic, and then he retired, and then Josh Olson. We've been doing this the last 6 years now. So, but that is good stuff. Scarlett, again, congratulations, fifth place at that 2A state cross country meet, and we wish you nothing but the best as your college career. You'll run down it for the Drake Bulldogs. So, looking forward to following you at the next level.
Plus, she'll be leading the cast of
good
Anything
segue.
Goes this fall here in a few weeks, coming to Osage High School. So, catch more of the talent that is Miss Scarlett Burns.
So 21-0, Osage leading Hampton-Dumont-CAL at halftime. The Bulldogs are out on the field getting their stretches in. Osage getting ready to make their way on the field here in just a little bit.
Coming on to the track right now.
A couple extra minutes on the clock to get your warm-ups in. And then Hampton-Dumont-CAL will be receiving the second half kickoff as the Sea of Green firing up this Osage team with a 21-0 lead, trying to advance to the state quarterfinals for the first time since 2009. That was also the last year that the last time and the only time that Osage has won at least 10 games in a season. Osage sitting at 9-0 on the year.
And that back in 2009, they bowed out to which team?
North Fayette Valley in the quarterfinals. Osage started 11-0 back in 2009 before a loss to North Fayette Valley in the quarters. So just trying to get back to the state quarterfinals for the third time in school history. The other time came back in, I think it was 1985. I know I talked about it last week, but pretty sure, 85 and 09 are the only two times Osage football has been in the state quarters.
Yeah, it's just it's a special spot right now for Osage football. It's just a school that has been really competitive over the years, just hasn't seen a lot of success with deep playoff runs. So folks, enjoy it while it's here, and
a lot of football to go, though.
A lot of football to go.
Nobody is counting their...
I'm certainly not putting this one in the can, that's for sure.
Nope.
Let's see. We've got...
It has not gotten any warmer here. It's still 38 degrees. The nice thing is, according to that, it hasn't got any colder at Sawyer Field. We kicked off at 38, still 38 degrees now, but the feels like temp is, let's see, I'm going to guess probably about 34 as it feels like. I'm just going to guess. Nope, I'm wrong, 35. So we actually, the temperature has not changed at all.
Yeah. And there's some comments on the chat here, and they called it out there, Brady Har heading to the Cyclones, right?
Yes.
And that tight end may not necessarily be his final destination for the Cyclones. If you look at a player like Brady Har at 6'8", 255, he is a classic, I'm going to call it Division I project. He projects probably like a tackle. He's got the frame on him, and that's what a lot of these schools like to. With these young guys like that are going, hey, we know you're athletic enough to play tight end, especially at the high school level, but we think you could be a really good offensive lineman. 6'8", we can hang 70 pounds on you, and it's not really going to be a problem. And Iowa, the Hawkeyes have made a living with that, finding big tight ends in high school and then putting 2 or 3 years of weight work on them. By the time they're junior, they are a monster. And that's my personal guess on Brady on that part of it, because he's an impressive sight on the sidelines. You're standing at 6'8" over there. You can't help but not notice him at that point. Kind of like watching last year's Twins at Spirit Lake.
The Stecker boys.
The Stecker boys. And both of those guys, one's at Iowa State and one's at Iowa.
All right, here we go. Warm-ups are done. We're ready to kick off this second half of football. Osage will be kicking off. Backs facing the south here at Sawyer Field. It's a north-south layout in Osage. Back to return for the Bulldogs. They bring the returners up as Osage hasn't been kicking deep. Far side of the field is Ryder Struther, who had the kickoff return for a touchdown last week, and then Brody Struther on the near side. This is going to go to Ryder, but he bobbles it. Picked up by Brody, and the Struther boys might have fought over that, and they're going to pick up the ball inside their own 30 here.
That's the classic call. Center fielder's got to call the guy off.
First down, Bulldogs.
Yeah, thanks, Chad, but we're living in the elements, buddy.
People are making fun of us. We got the windows open. Yeah, we got a little stiffly nosed. But I fought a cold all week. I'm glad that is. I'm on the downhill.
There.
I'm
perfect.
Feeling a lot better today than I did on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Probably because I had the window open all week last week when it was getting a little cold. But on the ground, Bulldogs on 1st and 10. This is Mailer, and Mailer going nowhere. Not even lost a yard. We'll keep it. Actually, no, they said Joseph Powers. No, that's.
He got back to the line of scrimmage, or did he gain one? Nope, just a loss of. They originally had him for a loss of maybe 2 or 3, but he kind of slipped around there.
That wasn't either one of them. That was. They had Brody Struther in the backfield.
Okay, then.
Throwing all this off. I could have sworn, yeah. Oh, no, that is 33. My goodness. Yep.
The numbers are getting a little hard to read.
Second down and long. Pass thrown. This is Struther, the intended receiver. It's incomplete. Coverage there by Sage Christensen. Brody Struther, the intended receiver.
Does anybody know the score of the walk-on game? Yeah, last I checked, it was 21-0 all Burnett. What's the best costume we've seen out here tonight? We don't have a good look at the student section, so we're not quite sure.
Third down and long here for Hampton-Dumont-CAL. First series of the second half. 5 seconds on the play clock. Burmester all day to throw. Middle of the field, it's caught by Struther for the first down. Almost said touchdown.
Yeah.
There was some bodies colliding in there. I think passes thrown across the middle. Wide receivers and DBs kind of running into each other.
Yep.
But a big catch for a first down there, going to 23. Brody Struther, he leads the team in receptions and yards coming into tonight. 1st and 10, toss sweep, near side. This is Powers. Powers going to gain maybe a yard. Nice job there. Cooper Street on the stop.
Street. Nice job of fending off the block, making him bounce outside, and then you did the first job. That's your primary job, is to get him kind of momentum stopped and then get him slowed up.
So second down, we'll call it 8 coming up here for Hampton-Dumont-CAL.
One thing I noticed, Osage has swapped defensive tackles here from Machen and Gallagher have swapped sides here. I think that might be just a strategy.
On the ground again, the Powers. And Powers is going to get close to the 45. He's shoved backwards. I think they will give him progress to the 45, a 2-yard gain.
Right, and part of that is I don't think Hampton runs like a strong side, weak side formation off their line where they're flopping their guards and tackles from one side to the other. So this may be a positional strategy spot by us going, okay, they're running at us on this side. Let's see if they can pick up where we're going here.
3rd down and 6. Maybe 4-down territory for Hampton-Dumont-CAL as they trail 21-0. Burmester rolls to his left. Throws. He's got Har. He makes a catch. He's going to get 6 yards, extends that ball out, and gets a first down on 3rd and 6. And the Bulldogs keep the series alive.
He took a shot there.
Yeah, Struther a little slow to get up, or maybe he's just tangled in the chains. I think he just got caught up in the old chain gang over there.
Well, I don't think we're going to see Hampton try to run the ball a ton this half, being down 21-0. They've got to get some scores on the board, and 7-minute drives don't really help you when it comes to that.
So we want to check and see if maybe TA put a shoulder in on that, out on the chain over there. We gotta watch out for that guy. 1st and 10. Powers up the middle, and Powers is going to gain 2. Machen initially there, then finished up by Camden Ross for Osage.
Once again, Camden Ross, young guy, sophomore.
Bright future ahead for
that
kid. Bright
future, undersized, but he plays tough. You could say that just about anybody on that front line.
Yep, Osage, this defense this year, Amato, fast and physical. Maybe a little undersized, but boy, they make up with it with their speed and strength. And Struther, he's going to not be able to make the catch. That is Ryder Struther. It'll bring up 3rd down. I didn't see it. I don't know.
There's a little shoving. Of course, the home crowd wants a flag because he shoved, but if I guess there was probably a conversation on that part.
We're all good.
So, yeah, we're all good.
3rd down and 8. 8:35 to play, 3rd quarter. Osage up 21-0. Winner of tonight moves on to the state quarterfinals a week from tonight. If Osage wins, they're at home. If Hampton-Dumont-CAL wins, no matter what, they go on the road to either Albernette or Waukon.
I think a shot to Keene's probably coming here.
Burmester, he's going to roll left. He's got some room. He doesn't run a lot, but boy, he gets a first down when he needs it right here.
Yep.
And the Bulldogs, again, a third down conversion.
Well, that's just flooding the route field there out there and then abandoning that side of the field. So nice job of just pulling down. Osage had everything pretty much well covered there.
It's a 12-yard run up to the 35-yard line on 3rd and 8. Burmester, also a sophomore.
And they got
Osage.
Nope.
In the neutral zone, but they say that they didn't.
Well, if you've been watching, Nolan, we aren't lining right up on the ball.
Burmester, flag on the play in the secondary. Burmester runs again.
That's a block in the back or hold.
And Burmester out of bounds. Osage a little extra shove there. That's going to be a late hit on Osage. I don't know. There's a penalty in the secondary on the far side of the field, and now we have a late hit on Osage out of bounds. Just unnecessary to touch him that far out of bounds. But let's see, maybe offsetting or they're both on Osage. We'll find out.
Well, out in the secondary, it could have been, an offensive guy pushing off, kind of getting separation.
Well, now the white hat wants to go talk to that far side judge. I think they're both on Osage, it looks like.
Yeah.
As the white hat's got to go talk to Coach Miller on that far sideline. Well, one way to let a team back in a game, Josh, is penalties.
Yep. And Osage isn't giving them 5 yards at a crack. It's 10 and 15.
Now the white hat is going to make a call. All right, so we have holding on the defense. That penalty's declined. They're going to take the dead ball, personal foul, late hit out of bounds. So that's going to be the first down run plus half the distance.
Holding on the defense is declined.
Well, aggressive and physical, you're going to get some of that, Nolan, right? It's just the ones that are outside of the white lines are a problem.
So that's a 14-yard run plus half the distance. Puts you right at the 11. Not first and goal yet. Just shy of the 10. But first down and 10, Hampton-Dumont-CAL on a drive. They have to find points.
Absolutely.
Pistol set here for the Bulldogs. They do have a big guy, number 62 at H-back. That is Carter Johnson. Powers, the tailback. He'll go right to Powers, left side, and Trees right there to wrap him up. A short gain of maybe 3 yards on the play, but Brock Trees
nice
makes
read.
an open field tackle to prevent a touchdown.
Yep, nice read there. Just scraped right along there.
Come on! Keep it up, boys! Let's go!
Second down along 7. Or a long 6, a short 7, I should say. Bulldogs taking some time. I love how you can see the each breath out there by those athletes. It is cold here at Sawyer Field.
Well, we definitely have a size advantage out here on the left.
Play action. Burmester under pressure, and he's going to be sacked. Ross and Machen with the sack there for Osage. Brings up third down on about 11, a loss of 4.
Well, I think he was trying to go to Har out there, and I'm not sure why he just didn't pull the trigger.
Floated up, you'd think.
Yeah. He's got the advantage there. Voigtlander's kind of been the chosen one on the outside against him.
7 minutes to go, third quarter. 3rd and 11. 4-down territory for the Bulldogs as they're down by 11. Or excuse me, down by 21.
Feels like a QB keeper, Nolan.
They need 11 yards here. Throw, and it's caught by Har. Makes a guy miss, but he's going to be shy of a first down. It's going to be 4th down. Again, they could get to the 1 for a first down, but he is shy of that. 4th down and 1 coming up. Actually, 4th and 2 on the official spot.
Well, I think you're looking at RPO territory here.
4th down and 2.
You've got Cooper Street on Har. I know where I'm going. My guess is he's on bracket coverage.
2 receivers to each side for Burmester. Miller is going to call, Coach Miller will call the timeout.
Boy, you got that right.
First timeout of the second half. Bulldogs have taken up almost half the third quarter of play here.
Well, and that's if you're Osage, of course you don't want to give it a touchdown, but you're not giving up quick scores either.
Man, oh man, turning into a great game.
Yep.
You knew the Bulldogs were not going to lay over. We saw this in week 1. Osage was up 22-0 at halftime, and Hampton-Dumont outplayed Osage in the second half.
Yeah. And it's just two teams that are scrapping back and forth. I don't know what the penalty count is. It feels like it's about 7-1 on that.
And the penalties by Osage are big penalties.
Yeah, they're
too.
just they're
extra yards.
And we saw that a little bit last week. And like I say, on defense, yeah, we're going to have some penalties because we do play aggressively.
4th down and 2. Out of the timeout.
Going to be maybe a combo rubber out to the corner here.
Man in motion. Roll to the right. Burmester plants his feet, throws, middle of the field. It is caught. Caught by number 12, Ryder Struther for the touchdown. His first receiving touchdown on the year comes for 3 yards.
Well, zone defense gives up some of those spots in there. So when you're watching that, nice job by Severn Dodd coming up the field and stopping that because he was trying to roll out to the corner. But nice job by Burmester to find that right in the middle of the field.
So Hunter Reekin will attempt the PAT, 29-30 on the year. Kick on the way.
Looks good.
It is good. 21-7. Got ourselves a ball game here at Sawyer. 5:59 to play in this third quarter, and it's a 2-possession game. That was a big drive there by the Bulldogs. They had a lot of third down conversions.
Yep.
Keep the drive alive.
Good play call, and they know they've got a good athlete at quarterback there, and he makes good decisions for the most part. So, you know, at this stage of the game, you got to trust your guys.
Well, no matter what happens tonight, the next game for the loser is against the exact same team.
Yeah.
These two teams will play each other in week 1 next year at Hampton.
Osage makes the return trip down there.
Be the first time I've called the football game at Hampton. My first year in Iowa, Hampton-Dumont. It was Hampton-Dumont at that time.
Yes.
They came up to Osage. And then the following year, because that year it was Clarion Goldfield Dow's Cal.
Yep.
And then
They made the
after
switch
that,
over.
Yep, it was Hampton-Dumont-CAL ever since. Yeah, that was a great throw, though, by Burmester. Boy, he
laser throw.
threaded a needle. A lot of defenders in the end zone and got the touchdown. So here we go.
Well, here, right now, you look for the onside kick. You guard against that first. If you're a front line, you do not turn your back until you see that ball up in the air.
Reeking to kick. He's got 10 touchbacks on the year. Be a little bit harder to kick one. Little pooch kick. And Camden Ross makes a catch for Osage. That was a good kick. It wasn't an onside that, hit the ground and popped up, as you can't even do that anymore. You can't intentionally do the pop-up kick anymore in high school.
Oh, sure. Are they discussing that, though?
No, he popped that ball up in the air. That was a nice kick by Reekin. That's a weapon right there on special teams.
Yep.
Kicking it like that. That's a hard catch there by Camden Ross. Good boy.
Well, one thing you do if you don't get it, you give Osage really good field position.
Yeah. Well, can they take advantage? Osage offense, their first possession here in the second half. They'll go trips to the left and go quarterback power with Street. Street into the second level. He's got a double-digit run, 11-yard run by Quinn Street. Osage will move the sticks.
Yep, and we've seen this in the second half of many of the games. I thought Quinn was getting up a little gimpy, but nothing seems off here.
Quinn Street became the first and only Green Devil to run and throw for 1,000 yards in the same year. He came into the game with 1,500 passing yards and over 1,200 yards rushing. They'll go on the ground again with Street. And Quinn's got he got a flag coming in. I don't know what that is.
There might have been.
He got about 3-yard run, but what's a flag?
I doubt it's holding.
It's thrown by the white hat.
Face mask
on Hampton-Dumont-CAL.
But 5 yards.
Yep, we have 5-yard penalty tacked onto the run.
I assume that's automatic first down?
No.
They do not. Okay.
Nope. It's just a 5-yard tacked onto the run. So it's basically a run of 8, bring up second down and about 2.
It was a grazing then is what the white hat's saying. It wasn't a twist or turn or a pull.
Should still be second down, right?
I believe so.
Well, I guess they don't start the clock after the penalty too. Well, Osage will run, and I think
that should be a first down.
We're going to stop the clock. It might be, one official here is calling second down, and then the white hat says, no, move the sticks.
Yeah.
The official on the near sideline was signaling second down. He had 2 fingers up in the air, and the white hat didn't even look at him. He goes, move him.
Yeah. All right.
First and 10, quarterback keeper, Street again, flag on the play. This is holding.
Oh!
And nothing. It was close to the sideline. Hard to tell when you're out of bounds. But this has got to come back, Josh. Another holding penalty here on Osage. So we'll bring you back.
And I'm sure that was on the guy that come in motion, trying to either get to the defensive end or the cornerback there.
This will put you around your 46, 45.
Yeah.
Either way, it's a
boy. We've just been. It doesn't phase this offense, so that's the good thing. But boy, you hate to see that.
So first and 20. Street again. Street short gain.
Yeah. Well, and now we're at that point, I think, where they're working on something here. As far as that goes, Nolan, it's the let's see if the defense is going to adjust. Maybe bring another guy down in here.
Emmett Egling on the stop. Good-sized D lineman, 240 pounds. About a 2-yard gain there, so second and 18. Haven't thrown it yet in the second half. We'll see what they want to do here.
He's got a crosser over here.
Throws, middle of the field. Dodd makes a catch. Dodd first down inside the 25 where he is stopped. No flag in the play. And the Green Devils convert.
That play has been there, Nolan, too, because they are flowing with Street. Most of the action is going from right to left, and you're bringing Dodd back from the slot, back across the middle to the right. Nice job of finding him.
First and 10 at the 22, it looks like.
And Coach Kyle's in no hurry to score. There's obviously you want to score as many points as you have, but there's no 17-point rule. There's nothing that says you have to score 50 points tonight.
Nope, just win. That's all that matters in the postseason. Toss sweep here on a reverse to Cooper Street. Cooper's around the corner. He's got a block from Christensen in the 5 and down inside the 5. Cooper Street almost with 6.
I was looking for the side judge down by the end zone, and he was about 20 yards behind.
The first and goal for Osage. First time for a goal-to-go situation for either team. Osage down to about the 1.
This is to set the scoring record, correct, Nolan?
Yeah. Quarterback sneak. Number 4. They'll take a look at it.
And he's in.
And for a touchdown. So with that is Osage's 4th touchdown of the game. And that puts them at 55 touchdowns on the year. And that is a new school record for touchdowns in a single season.
All right, are we lining up for an extra point? Looks like it's a 2-point look.
It's a hat trick tonight for Street, his 3rd rushing score. He also threw one on the first play of the game. And yep, going for 2.
Let's see how.
Street fakes it,
This
looks
is
to
what we
his
had the
left.
last time.
He'll roll right, throws, and it's going to be incomplete, going to Dodd, but well covered by the Bulldogs. Keeps the score at 27-7 with 2:53 to play in this 3rd quarter.
All right, well, Osage answers back with points, which is a big deal. Score update, Alburnett 27, walk-on 16, start of the 4th.
You want any guess if there's a special teams touchdown by walk-on?
Maybe 2.
Because if you said there was, I would not be surprised. That team they can score from anywhere on the field.
That's a team that is the epitome of don't turn your back on them. All right. Osage lining up here for kickoff. That was about a 3-minute score. Drive.
3 minutes and 6 seconds.
Berkey with the kick. Nice job.
Oh, nice kick. Going to be picked up by Strother inside the 10. Breaks some tackles, gets across the 20, 25. Nice return there for Brody Strother.
Well, we're not kickoff team. Had him kind of there, but a little bit out of control. When you can't, tonight on a night like this, you are not going to slow down without slipping and falling, and that's precisely what was going on. Nice job, though, by Strother to get that thing.
That's about, a 22-yard return after he picked that up around the 8.
Yep. Well, once again, the recipe for here at Osage is either A, get off the field decently, or at least grind clock.
So 1st and 10, Hampton-Dumont-CAL. They drove down the field and scored on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. Burmester in trouble, and he is sacked.
Just nothing there. Well done by the defensive secondary.
Got the 4th sack of the night for Osage. That's a big one, too. A loss of about 8 on the play.
And that's one of the reasons if you go to just a strictly passing attack, well, your front 6 for the Green Devils, front 7, don't really have to honor the run at that point. So.
Second down and long for Hampton-Dumont-CAL. Burmester looks to his left, throws right away.
Oh.
It's incomplete, knocked down by Brock Trees.
Brock read the quarterback's eyes there. And
that was almost a pick 6.
Bulldogs just tried to hit just a skinny slant there. Barry Garter says, congratulations, Quinn. 55-year-old record broken.
Yep, total touchdowns.
And a guy who knows records would know that. So,
by an individual accounted for total offensive touchdowns, passing and rushing. A lot of records here in 2025 for Osage. Trick play. This is Keene. Keene on the run. This is a big play kid. He's got almost a first down. He loses a football. The ball comes out of bounds. But on a 3rd down and 17.
Well, he had to get the ball to 8. He's in the last 3 weeks.
I think he's a yard shy of a first down, but
yeah, last 3 weeks he's kind of been their big playmaker.
It is 4th down and 1. Yeah, you got to figure out ways to get the ball to your playmaker. And Aiden Keene has been that over the last few weeks. Almost every time he touches it, he averages over 30 yards a play.
10 seconds on the play clock. This is a big play for the Bulldogs. This is kind of one of those make it, break it.
They will get set. They snap it with 1 second.
Oh!
Powers breaks the tackle. He's got the first down all the way to the 47.
They had him back
run
there. They had one on him.
8 yards. First down for Hampton-Dumont-CAL. They just continue to find ways to keep a drive alive in the second half.
All right, new set of downs for the Bulldogs.
Under 90 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. Burmester, toss sweep. Powers here on the near edge. Hesitates, takes a hit by Brock Trees. He's going to gain a yard. And
running sideways on the Green Devil is a hard way to make a living.
Hasn't worked. Yep, side to side is not the way to run on this team. Hasn't been all year. I mean, Cresco has been the best team to run against them, and a lot of that was just power up the middle.
Right.
They do give Powers 3 yards on the run. 2nd down and 7. Ball right at the 50. Burmester looks, throws quickly. Har with the catch. First down at the 40-yard line. 10-yard catch.
Yep. Osage is perfectly fine right now to, play that zone. When it comes to that.
20 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. 1st and 10, Hampton-Dumont-CAL. Back to throw. Burmester throws, and it's incomplete, going to Keene.
I think
covered there by Tate Tabbert. Also, Cooper Street on the coverage.
Severn Dodd might have just got to him when he released that. Not enough to make it real errant, but it might have just ducked on him.
So 2nd down and 10. Go trips to the right. One receiver left. That's Keene. 10 seconds on the play clock. Got Powers in the backfield behind Burmester. And they'll hand it off to him. Powers He's got about 2 yards, and he'll be stopped, and that's going to take us to the fourth quarter. After 3, Osage up 27-7. 12 minutes to play to find out who's advancing to the quarterfinals next week. We'll take a break. This is Osage football right here on GSPN.
Go Osage Green Devils. A to Z Drawing has been celebrating community spirit and teamwork since 1972. Join us in supporting our local athletes by cheering loud and cheering proud.
For projects big or small, Basic Building Supplies in Osage has you covered. From trusted lumber to tools and hardware, they've got everything you need, backed by honest hometown service. Build smart, build local. Basic Building Supplies. Today's GSPN broadcast is brought to you by Farm Bureau agent Nathan McRoberts. When things go wrong, you need your insurance to go right. Farm Bureau's one deductible advantage can help provide peace of mind when you need it most. Contact Farm Bureau Financial Services agent Nathan McRoberts for a super check today, and be prepared for whatever tomorrow brings.
Farmers Mutual Insurance, your local insurance carrier who aims to attract individuals with reliable, top-notch insurance policies to help protect what matters most. Contact your local Farmers Mutual Insurance agent today. We are a proud supporter of the Osage Green Devils Sports Network.
Nolan Peters and Josh Olson back at here in the broadcast booth at Sawyer Field in Osage, Iowa. Green Devils lead Hampton-Dumont-CAL 27-7 as we start the fourth quarter of play. Big thank you to Madden Jacobs, our camera operator tonight. Madden doing an outstanding job. We've had Aiden Wickham with us all year as well. Great student support here on GSPN. 3rd down and 8 as we start the fourth quarter. 4-down territory here for the Bulldogs. 2 guys in the backfield. They'll swing it out to Powers. He's got a blocker out in front. Osage flows to the football again. Yep. Going side to side is just not going to work on this defense.
Right. You just got defensive ends that can fly, and your 2 linebackers are certainly quick enough to get there, along with an athletic secondary. Once they see that ball's in play, the only thing they've really got to hold up for is the dreaded double pass.
They had 52 Hudson Hansen in there as an H-back.
Brings up a long 4th down.
4th down and 13. 4-down territory as you're down by 20 here in the fourth quarter. You got to go for it. But they've been able to convert on long downs already in this second half. Burnmaster's going to be sacked. Osage brings a blitz and they get to him. And that's going to be a turnover on downs. Osage takes over with 11:09 to play.
Rock trees up the middle, flushes him out right into the waiting arms of Severn Dodd.
The Osage defense bends a little bit on the drive, but they bow up, get the stop, and now up by 20.
Yep.
Just love to find that 5-minute drive here, whatever.
Basically, the big thing is run clock, take care of the ball.
Absolutely. Starting at your own 48-yard line. Street will hand off. Nope. A little reverse here. They're going to Dodd. They throw it out to him. Dodd makes a catch. Oh, he's down. It popped out. They're going to wave it incomplete. Oh, what a play. Dodd had it, and then as it kind of got jarred loose.
I don't know if he just trying to win in the switching of hands. A little bit underthrown. If Street really chucks it down there, he walks into the end zone.
So Osage pulling a little trick out of the bag there, going for the kill shot.
Yeah, that's exactly it. But hey,
it's all right. 2nd down and 10.
Yep.
Bad thing is it stops the clock with 10:59 to play.
Just watching here in line of scrimmage, Nolan.
They'll hand it off to Trees, and he is inside Bulldog territory to the 49, a gain of 3.
There's just a little better push up front than we had in the first half, and you're going to see some of that as some of the legs start to get tired out here on both sides of the ball.
I'd like to get maybe half of this and decide, if you can't get all of it, get half of it or more. And
I think if you get to that 4th and 2, you're in go for it. If not, pin them down in there and make them go the length.
They'll go 2 receivers to each side. Trees to the right hip pocket. of Quinn Street. Dodd comes in motion, left to right. They'll roll right, they'll throw quickly.
Nice catch.
Sage Christensen right there with the catch. That's his 7th reception on the year, and it moves the sticks.
Nice job by Sage coming out of the slot there. Just goes about 10 yards up the field and sits down in that zone.
10-yard gain. Another kid, he just does the little things right.
Yep.
Sage Christensen.
Secured the ball.
Yep. So it keeps the clock rolling here, under 10 minutes to play. Inside the Bulldog 40. On the ground, this is Severin Dodd. He's got 2 or 3 on the run.
Dodd on the carry.
It's about a 2-yard gain for
Yep.
Dodd.
Yep. And that's something we haven't seen a lot here in the last few weeks with Dodd is running the ball. Some of that's by design. Dodd's a warrior, but he's a little nicked up at times, so they've elected to get him out on some pass patterns more than a slot/tight end look.
It's about a 1-yard gain, so 2nd and 9. Dodd, the motion man. They'll go power for Street. He hesitates, cuts to his right, gets inside the 35 before he's tackled. Should bring up about 3rd down and 5.
Street on the carry, taken out by Powers.
Under 9 minutes to play. Clock your friend right now.
Yep, you're very much square in the middle of 4-down territory now.
Yeah, right here you are. Yeah.
On the side of the 50. Score update in Alburnett. Pirates up 34-16.
It's got to be late fourth quarter, I would imagine.
Yeah,
right?
there's less than about 3 minutes to go.
So it looks like Alburnett will be the one advancing. Little play action, throw it out to Christensen. He's got the first down. Another pitch and catch to Sage Christensen to move the sticks inside the 25-yard line. Another gain of 10
Nice
on
job.
3rd down.
Yeah, nice job by Cooper Street getting out there, getting the block, springing for that first down.
I'm telling you, if Sage Christensen was playing on
but
any other team here in North Iowa, he is their go-to #1 wide receiver.
Yeah, but you know what, Nolan, on a team like this, you got to have guys like that that are
Yep.
willing to take a spot knowing they aren't going to be the focus.
Does the little things right.
Yep.
1st down and 10, Osage. Clock rolling here. Inside the 25, toss sweep to Brock Trees, and he is met in the backfield. Big man making the stop here, number 70. That is Briggs Grulke with the stop.
Yeah, nice job by Grolke to get out on the, keep the contain out there, but comes with a price.
Grulke, and they got him listed only at 195 pounds. He looks
bigger than that.
Plays bigger than that for sure.
Yeah. And Osage has had moderate success running against this 5-man front.
Yeah, burning clock here, under 10 seconds on the play clock. Back to pass, 2nd and 11. They'll chuck it deep, going to Dodd, and a little bit behind him. He lost it up in the air.
Yeah.
Incomplete pass will bring up 3rd and 11 with 7:17 to play in this game.
Quinn wants that one back. I think he saw what he wanted to do there, but he did have some footsteps in his way. And also when you got Brady Haar coming at you, you got to launch that a little bit higher than you want to.
Mm-hmm. 3rd and 11. Tate Tabbert comes in for Christensen. Again, you'd like to get half of it.
Yep.
At least. 2 guys in the backfield. They'll fake it to Street. And now Street just runs, and he gets back to the original line of scrimmage. A little triple option there.
Street ball carrier, tackled by Elling.
Putting Cooper Street in the backfield a few times tonight.
Yep. Cooper did a good job of carrying that fake out with him. Kind of hunched over, a little bit turned away from the defense just to see if he can trick somebody into thinking he's got the ball.
4th down and 9. Under 6:50 to play in this game. So Osage is taking off about 3 minutes of clock here on this drive, so that's a positive. Two back set again. Back to pass, Street. He will throw to Uhlenhoppen. It's in and out of his hands. Tabbert almost there in the right spot, right time, but it's going to be a turnover on downs for Osage. But, hey, they burned a lot of time off the clock. There's only 6:26 to play in this game. You're up by 20.
Yeah, we
You
didn't
just
get
can't give
quite
up
the
big
5 or
scores.
6 we needed, but I'll take the 3.
So now the Bulldogs are going to start at their own 23-yard line.
Well, and these generally are kind of fun downs for your linemen, Nolan.
First and 10 for Hampton-Dumont-CAL. They need to score and score quick. They have 2 timeouts remaining in this game. Burmester looks right quickly, throws. He's got Keene there who makes a catch, and he's out of bounds.
Yep, nice and shifty. Got Tate kind of backpedaling there, and Tate slipped just a little bit out of his break, trying to get it there. So
that's a gain of about 15 on the play there. Up to the
and right now,
37.
I'm sure Hampton is going to work the sidelines as much as they can, conserve as much time as they want. In the back of your head as a defensive back, use that.
They'll hand it off. This is Mailer on the run. Mailer gets 4, maybe 5 on the carry.
Mailer, the ball carrier for the Bulldogs, taking down
Well, at the rate they're getting plays in, Nolan, every time they run the ball, it's 20-plus seconds.
Yep.
So,
yeah, if you're Osage, you just can't give up the big play. You
Absolutely.
Can't give up the quick score. You could surrender a 6-minute touchdown drive right here and be fine. 2nd down and 5. Burmester throws here to the near sideline. It's incomplete, intended for Brody Struther.
Their route combos, Nolan, are really good.
Yes.
I mean, they had Christensen all twisted up there.
They're going to be a fun team next year, the Bulldogs. They got some good pieces coming back.
They got some good pieces come back. They're losing some key pieces too. But like a lot of teams,
Yep. This isn't the NFL where you can try to keep the team as long as you can year after year.
Right.
Unfortunately, guys do graduate. And we have a flag. This is a legal formation. The Bulldogs had too many guys in the backfield. That'll be a 5-yard penalty.
Ball start being called against the Bulldogs.
And there's a lot of guys on the field here that are playing their last snaps, and some of the guys have a year left, and next year you start all over. There's a myth of get as many people in as you can at times, but experience comes in summer 2-a-days and fall practice.
Third and 10 Bulldogs. Burmester throws quickly, completed to Struther, but nice tackle by Voigtlander, and the clock continues to run. It's about a 5-yard gain thrown out to Ryder Struther. But, Bryson Voigtlander had the game-winning pick 6 last week against Boyden-Horrock Valley in that 4th quarter. A wild 4th quarter of 22 points scored in about 2-minute span. Voigtlander had 2 interceptions in that game, but the second one was the game winner. 4th and 5. Low snap. Burmester picks it up. He throws here to the near side. It is caught. Is it a catch, or he's caught it, but now where's the spot? And he's short. By that spot, he's short.
By that spot, he's short.
Taken out of bounds by Christensen.
Right? Hey, Josh, it's almost right in front of me. He looks short.
What I want to do,
when in doubt, measure it out.
I mean,
but
no, they call it Osage.
never mind.
Whitehead says we're short.
Josh, I'm telling you, it's almost right on me. My view here.
Because they needed to make the 46.5, it looked like, right?
And he got just to the.
He got basically.
Well, he
46.
gets to 47. He got to about 46.5. Yeah, Turnover on downs. Osage takes over, and with 4:52, you're feeling pretty good here for the Green Devils.
Yeah, at this point, eliminate the turnover, and you should be okay.
Trying to get another home game next week. Trees on the carry, spins off. The tackler gets up to the 45.
Trees on the carry.
The clock continues to run.
Gain of 1.
So it appears that Alburnett, that is a final.
That is a final, 34-16.
34-16, Alburnett is going to advance.
Let's go!
And it appears they could be facing their third District 3 opponent in a row. Osage, play action. They'll throw it out to Christensen. His third catch. And Sage is just dragging defenders close to a first down. He's shoved out of bounds here with 4:05. See where the spot is.
I think he's going to be a hair short, maybe.
3rd down.
Maybe a half a yard.
That's a first down. Oh, yeah, I was gonna say that's exactly where the ball was. It's a first down.
Okay.
That's exactly where they spotted it when
Now,
they needed 10.
How?
What?
There's 13 seconds left on the play clock. I guess you just call timeout here.
Well, I thought they signaled.
They didn't reset it.
Yeah, the white hat's gotta stop it here. There was
no signal. I didn't see a signal.
Yeah, the white hat now coming together. I saw them do the reset to the 25-second play clock signal, and
well, there was some confusion. They didn't signal the first down till late.
Yes. White hat said that's on me. That's on mine.
Yeah,
I saw you, white hat. You did it.
Yep.
That's the home clock operators. Come on now. Clock not rolling as Christensen was tackled out of bounds. 4:05 to play in this game. Little RPO incomplete to Dodd.
There's a lot of people in the pattern there.
It's almost deflected, and
that's a pick six.
You never know, right?
Yep.
You tip that to yourself. I mean, Hampton-Dumont-CAL had a pick six last night by a defensive lineman. I believe it was Emmett Elling.
I think it was, 65, right?
Yeah. I think it was him. But yeah, it was a thick six on the D line. Tipped it to himself and took it to the house. Osage will keep it on the ground. Trees, he's cut down at the 35. Gain of 1 on the play. Under 4 minutes to play.
Yep.
Trees on the carry for the Green Devils.
As Chris Berman would say, tick, tick, tick. 25 seconds left on the play clock.
I wonder how those games in Pod C are going.
Yeah, at this point, if there was a central logging place that had somebody dedicated everywhere, just send scores in every quarter would be great.
3rd and 9. They'll fake the toss sweep, looking to throw. Cooper Street's open to the left. He's got the catch. Cooper makes two guys miss. He's down to the 20-yard line. A first down for Osage with 3:07 to play. Street to street.
Street to street.
To move the sticks. Saw a cool picture today. Their mom, Ann Street, posted a photo back on Halloween when they were dressed up as two Seahawk players. And now they actually get to play a game with each other in full uniform on Halloween. Pretty cool stuff. Handoff.
Cool.
Brock Trees, and Brock gets up to about the 17. So progress still going. They'll stop him at about the 17. A gain of 3.
Well, you know how that goes, Nolan. You had the pleasure of playing with your brother for a year.
3 years.
3 years.
Yep.
That's right.
Yep. We never got to play on Christmas, or not Christmas Day, Halloween. I don't think we did. I don't know. There was times where we played Halloween nights out in western Kansas.
Sure.
Osage in the red zone, on the ground again. Brock, boy, nice hard run inside the 15 to the 14-yard line. Another 3-yard run. You can still hear the pads
just popping still.
Guys playing hard under in the final 2 minutes. Well, Osage fans, it's been a long time. Been 16 years the last time the Green Devils had played a quarterfinal football game. And you are just a minute 40 away from that happening again. Offset eye. They'll fake it, roll out to the left. Street under pressure.
He's
going to chuck it to the end zone, jump ball, and it's deflected and out of bounds. Bring up fourth down. Hewlin-Hop, the intended receiver. Coverage there by Ryder Struther. And 4th down and 4 with a $1:22 to play.
Which pod were we looking for, Nolan?
Pod C. So
that's C. That would be
Mid-Prairie right there.
Mid-Prairie up 39-0. That was late. We'll call that half. So there hasn't been an update lately.
That's running clock.
Yeah.
So, all right, 4th down and 4. Osage could get this first down and win it. They'll throw it out to Dodd. He makes a catch down to the 5 to the 4, and Dodd down to the 3. It'll be 1st and goal with a $1:15 to play. And Osage at this point, you could probably just go into victory formation if Hampton's not going to call the timeouts.
Osage student section sensing a victory is starting to head to the south to greet the players. Starting to see a little bit of Halloween costumes.
The greatest formation in football, Josh.
Yep.
Victory formation. Osage got to take a couple more knees. Street goes under center. Alex Machen takes a knee.
I'll have to snap it one more time.
And yep, you need one more snap, and it will be official. So Street goes under center again, takes a knee, and that's going to be it. The final score is going to end up being Osage 27, Hampton-Dumont-CAL 7. And ladies and gentlemen, your Green Devils are going to advance to the state quarterfinals for the first time since 2009. Just the 3rd time in school history this team will be in the state quarters. They are 10-0. Just the 2nd 10-win season in school history. They had a lot of expectations coming in, and so far, they've met all of them.
Yep, absolutely. You've kind of gotten to the point where you've met expectations, and next week you get to exceed them.
And you get yourself another home game.
Absolutely.
Osage moves on to the state quarterfinals. They are 10-0 on the year. Hampton-Dumont-CAL going to retire at 5-5 on the year.
Yeah, the Bulldogs caught fire at the right time of year, get themselves a win in the playoffs. Always tough to see, there's a finality involved in the playoffs.
Now direct your attention to midfield as Osage Superintendent Barb Schwaman, representing Osage High School.
Barb Schwaman used to be a part of the Hampton-Dumont School District. They'll present the trophy to Hampton-Dumont-CAL for the state qualifier.
Football team for an outstanding season. The trophy and medals that you are receiving are in recognition of a great season. Congratulations.
Well deserved.
Coach Miller on making it to the playoffs.
Well, it'll be a pleasure seeing Coach Miller and the Bulldogs next year, the first part of September. Yep.
be Osage and Alburnett.
Will be facing Alburnett right here at Sawyer
At Sawyer Field, Alburnett got a win 34-16 over Waukon.
Should be a great matchup, Nolan. I'm looking forward to that already.
The Green Devils and Pirates.
Alburnett will bring in the 2A's leading rusher, correct?
Yes, sir.
And so you know what Alburnett's about. Setting the mood in the trenches and grinding you out. So
27-7 the final. We'll get Coach Kyle coming up here in the post-game show. We'll see if he's got a special guest with him once again. All right, let's also find some other 2A scores while we're at it. So Kemper did win 26-15 in Pod A. I do have a final here as Wilton takes out West Branch. They go on the road. Wilton wins 30-7.
Wow, what
Pod B.
What a treat for these guys, especially the underclassmen who put in their JV season. Van Meter with the win.
24-14. 14 at Roland Story. So it appears Pod C is going to be Mid Prairie hosting Van Meter. Boy, that is a good game. If we weren't here at Sawyer Field, Josh, we might
make that
that
Friday road
would definitely
trip,
been a
right?
game to go watch. Pod C is going to be a barn burner with Mid Prairie and Van Meter. Osage and Alburnett, that's a great one. I mean, the IHSAA state rankings had Osage at 4 and Alburnett at 5. You know, in a perfect bracket world, that is a quarterfinal matchup, 4 versus 5. So hats off to the state. They got that right.
Yeah, I believe so.
Pella Christian and PCM. Let's see if we can find finals. We're going to score on that.
You're kind of a whiz with this Twitter search bar. Well, 17-17.5.
Wow, that's a closer than people expected. Now this guy's saying 17-7 and then 17-17.
Same guy.
What? Yeah. So what is it, dude?
Well, they break it down by the hour, so who knows where that fell in that.
Pella
hour,
leads 38, or a PCM leads 38-31. Pella Christian, folks, what a. That's why you get to the playoffs and play the game. They were 2-6 coming to the playoffs, and now they're giving the number 2 team in the state all they can handle with 4:35 to play.
I think there's going to be a lot of must-see TV Friday night in 2A.
Yes, there is. I mean, you don't play games on paper. I screwed up last week and said that when I didn't mean to. You don't play games on paper. You play it on the field, and that's why a lot of those scores last week were close.
Yep. And judging by the scores we're seeing coming in, most of these games were fun, were good to watch most of the way through here.
Well, we got Coach Kyle working his way up here. He's giving his family hugs. I see down there on the track. Awesome to see. We'll give him time to talk with his family, and then I know he'll be up here in the broadcast booth. He's got to make his way through the crowd too as they try to exit Sawyer Field. But 27-7 the final, Osage advancing to the state quarterfinals for the first time since 2009 and just the third time in school history. We will take a break. We'll come back with your head coach Chris Kyle next right here on GSPN.
At Hoff Celebrations, Champion Chapel, we've been serving families in our community with care, compassion, and dignity for generations. Just like cheering for the Green Devils brings us together, we're here to support your family when it matters most. Hoff Celebrations, Champion Chapel, honoring life, supporting community.
Home Trust and Savings Bank has served Osage since 1899, offering trusted banking, online services, and community support. Convenient hours, a mobile app, and a team you can count on. Home Trust and Savings Bank, proud supporter of Green Devil Athletics.
Since 1977, Mark's Tractor in Osage has been the trusted name in farm, lawn, and power equipment. From compact tractors to side-by-sides, parts, and service, they've got what you need to get the job done right. Mark's Tractor, equipment that works as hard as you do.
At Mitchell County Regional Health Center, your well-being is our top priority. We're here for you and your family. Trust us with your health because you deserve the best. Mitchell County Regional Health Center, your trusted health care partner for life. Learn more at mcrhc.com. We are a proud sponsor of the Green Devil Sports Network.
Osage Chiropractic is now open. Our family-friendly office was designed with comfort and care in mind. From kids to athletes to parents, we offer safe, effective care for all ages. Osage Chiropractic. Honest, caring, and here for your family. Protect what matters most with State Farm. Our unique plans offer peace of mind and reliable coverage for you and your loved ones. Stop in and visit Craig Eisenman at 1429 Main Street in Osage to get a quote today and experience the difference of personalized Green Devil service.
Dr. Aaron Street and the team at Street Chiropractic have been serving our area with competence and compassion for over 20 years. We offer a wide array of services and specialties: athlete care, improved performance, prevention, and recovery from injury, certified pediatric chiropractic, certified perinatal pregnancy chiropractic, functional medicine and nutrition, certified acupuncture, Class 4 laser therapy, shockwave ultrasound, massage therapy, and much more. We are a proud member of the Osage Athletics team. Go Green Devils!
Life moves fast. New homes, cars, businesses, and families. At Town & Country Insurance, we're here for every milestone. With decades of experience, loyalty, and genuine care, we help protect what matters most to you, your future. Town & Country Insurance. Local people, trusted protection.
Unlock your farm's full potential with DeKalb and Asgrow from Jensen Seeds, a proud supporter of Osage High School. Our seed delivers higher yields through innovative crop protection and plant breeding. Choose Jensen Seeds and watch your farm thrive. Call Brad at 641-425-0494.
Tonight's game is powered by Asa Abloy, proud supporter of Green Devil Athletics. From durable doors to expert service, Asa Abloy delivers quality you can count on wherever you are. Asa Abloy, opening doors to excellence.
We're back here in the broadcast booth at Sawyer Field. The Green Devils get the win tonight, 27-7 over the Hampton-Dumont-CAL Bulldogs. They improved to 10-0 on the year, just a second time in school history Osage will have a 10-win season. They advanced to the state quarterfinals for the first time since 2009, and by my count, the third time in school history in the state quarterfinals. But, Coach, a rematch here against a really good Hampton-Dumont-CAL team, and this game kind of went exactly like what we thought. A pretty good matchup, just like we saw in week one. But you guys come away and get the win, 27-20. Your takeaways?
I think we did a great job defensively, and we knew that that offense has put up a ton of points the last few weeks, and so just to hold them down and offensively we did enough. We had a couple of really big plays, and then we just tried to ball control and take as much clock as we could a little bit, as well as, just trying to move the ball. And, we could have tried to score there, but it didn't mean anything at that point. So we just were trying to play complementary football a little bit there in the second half with, their first drive taking 6.5 minutes to score, and then we were able to come back and score right away. You just never felt like we were in stress to, do anything other than what we've been doing. So just really proud of the boys.
You're just managing the time and the situation at that point, right? It's we don't, if they're going to score, we don't want to give it up in 30 seconds.
Correct.
Right. So
yeah, and I think we held 8 to 2 catches or whatever he had, but Tate Tabbert did a phenomenal job on him, and
yeah, he's a really good athlete from the wide, a good, well put together. Coach, do you think there was a strategy from the Bulldogs, at least early on, to make this game as short as possible? They were using all that play clock up. As respect to the Osage offense, let's keep them off the field as long as possible.
Yeah, I think that probably was what they were trying to do, and I mean, when, these type of games, you try and shorten them a little bit, and you try and give yourself a chance with making plays and doing things that you need to do.
Yeah.
And, I think they were just hoping they would hit one, run the clock down, hit one, and then, get a stop on defense.
Yep.
We were just able to, that first play for us was huge, just setting the tone right
Was
away.
that the same play call from the first game this season?
Not the first play, it was the same play that we ran against
Wakan.
North Fayette.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Against North Fayette. Yeah.
Something looked familiar there with Yulin Hop running down the field, and I'm going, I've seen this movie before. So I enjoyed. We haven't even warmed up our voices yet, really, and we're up 7-0, which was awesome.
That had to be a big sigh of relief because last week, playing Boyden Whole Rock Valley, that was just a tense game all the way through. The first half, no score in that one, so I had to feel very good to just get that touchdown cushion early in the game.
Yeah, I think we said we wanted to really set the tone early, and we felt like we had an opportunity there. We felt we liked the matchup with Griff, and so we decided to take the shot. But yeah, after last week where we didn't play as well offensively as we would like, but again, I think that's probably still one of the best defense, that Boyden Hole defense I think was probably one of the best defenses we've seen all year. So
absolutely.
But otherwise, yeah, I think we just wanted to try and get the momentum on our side early, let our defense go do their job, and then hopefully score again. And when we were up 21-0 at half, you feel pretty good with our defense, like giving up 21 points with how hard they were having to work to get first downs. I knew that wasn't going to happen. So.
And your defense came up big tonight multiple times. I mean, Hampton was able to drive the ball a little bit in that first half.
You go with them. Okay.
See you, kids.
Bye.
All right.
But yeah, looking back at that first half, to keep that first half shutout intact, because there was a couple of red zone drives there that Hampton-Dumont-CAL had, and you got an interception on one of them, and then right before half, you got the stop on downs, and that was huge because they got the ball to start the second half, so it could have been a 2-for-1 opportunity, but just time and time again, when your defense needs to step up and make a play, this year they've answered the call.
Yeah, last year we felt like, or first time we played, we scored right at the end of the quarter, twice and got, stole 2 and then got the ball to start the second half, and we're able to take a lot of the clock there. And so we just put a big emphasis on, hey, we're shooting ourselves in the foot with a few penalties, and if we cut the penalties out, we should be in good shape. And, we were able to get the pick and the stop down there, but which both those drives were aided by a penalty on us. So, it was one of those where it was just, keep grinding, keep doing what we do, and just cut out the little mistakes, and we're in good shape. So.
Yeah, that was what I saw. Even on those drives where we were giving up maybe some penalties, with this defense, you don't want to see it. You don't want to say it's okay, but you're going to see some penalties when we're aggressive. That's just the nature of the beast. But what you didn't see was a full-on meltdown panic. It's like, okay, that happened. Let's just once that field shortens up, our defense, there's not a lot of room to go down the field, and now you got to go this way on us, and now that's where we make a living at.
Yep.
And so you could see that inside the red zone tonight again with Hampton. They could get down the field because that passing offense was a lot different than we saw first in the season. They got athletes running around all over there, and I thought we did a good job of what I thought was the scheme we were running tonight. We'll let you guys run around a little bit. We're going to hopefully make you guys make some mistakes, which they did, and we'll take advantage of it.
Yep.
So, yeah, well thought out game plan, I thought, on both sides of the ball.
Thanks.
Oh, it was good stuff. You get the win and you advance. And you kind of talked about this in the post game. Did you feel like a sigh of relief a little bit after game one? I mean, a lot of teams, you get to that first round of the playoffs, and maybe you have things on your mind. You're undefeated, all this, but you survive. You don't have to win by 20. You don't have to win by 40. You just got to win by 1.
There's no plus minus.
Yeah,
in the
you
playoffs.
survive in advance. Did it feel like was this week's practice a little bit different than last week's practice? Or
maybe a little bit, but I don't think it was like super different. I think the biggest thing was we just got back to our process, and we just talked about, hey, it's a known team, but this is a dangerous team that's, gotten a lot better throughout the year. And we just talked about, we can't overlook anybody, and, that we have to just lock into what we do, and just really focus on just what we can control, and that was just really our message all week was we got to get better. We got to go 1-0 every day. And that's kind of been our message all year. And our leadership, our captains and our leadership do a phenomenal job of just keeping guys focused. And, we let them have fun, and we're pretty loose at practice at times. But, I mean, when we are able to come out and perform the way we were, you feel pretty good about where we're at. So
It's hard to put a value on confidence, especially after you win that first round. You got confidence that we're 8-0.
Yep.
And then we get by a very game Boyden Hall team.
Yep.
And that confidence just there's no way to put a value. It doesn't. You don't know if it translates to points or how it does, but you know it. You know it when you see it.
Right.
And here's another round. Like, I don't think there's anything that'll be too big of a moment come Friday night for this team.
Right.
On that, and that's fun to see.
Well, and I think boys we played within ourselves a little more tonight. You know, I feel like we pressed a little bit last week. I felt like even as coaches, I felt, you know, that first one is always hard because it is. You just never know, especially a team coming that far from that district, you know, and at least this being a known quantity and a known team, we were kind of like, I think we were able to just settle and just say, oh, okay, let's just play ball now, you know.
Right.
And, you know, I think I thought the boys did a phenomenal job of just doing what we do and not letting the moment, like you said, not letting the moment be too big and just playing football. And, you know, there wasn't a moment on that field where I think anybody was even questioning the outcome of the game. I felt we did a really good job
Locked
of just
in,
staying in the moment, staying in the process, and just doing what we do. And, you know,
They're taking the coaching snap by snap.
Yep.
Right. There's nobody out there playing cowboy because I feel like things are getting out of.
For sure.
We've seen that on the other side of the field where we've seen teams start to get loose because there is some pressure.
For sure.
Starting to happen, and that's when you really pounce on them. And I haven't seen that all year with even the game at Cresco. It never felt like we were totally discombobulated, right? So you're playing within yourself, and it gives you a chance to win.
Yep. And
so
that's all we ask is to have a puncher's chance in every game, and feel like with this team we always have a puncher's chance, and a lot of times, you know, I feel like we're able to, you know, impose our will on what the other team wants to do, and when we're able to do that, usually we come out successful. So
Well, the best you can do is go 1-0 on the week, and you have done so once again. You get a game in the state quarterfinals right here at Sawyer Field next week. A very good Alburnett team coming to the house, and boy, that's going to be a good one. And we ask everybody to show up, and another good crowd tonight here on a cold night on Halloween.
But it's beautiful, though.
But yeah, like we're going to be playing some November football.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
absolutely. No wind, and let her go.
But, well, Coach, we better let you warm up and get inside, celebrate with your coaching staff, your kids, and have some fun. I know you guys will enjoy it tonight, and then back to work tomorrow, getting ready for Alburnett.
For the Pirates. So.
I just want to say thank you to, you know, I have a bunch of family watching this game and my in-laws watching this game over in Cresco, and just, you know, that I'm so thankful for this stream and what you guys do, you know, and it's just gives a platform to allow people that are hour to 2 hours away to watch, you know, and many hours away to watch. And these streams mean the world to my family. I know we go back and watch them, and so I just am very thankful to the school, to you two, to everybody that makes this experience what it is, because, I mean, this experience is all of us, and, you know, I'm just so happy we're able to put this together for the boys, and just the opportunities that we've been able to give the kids this year. So,
Coach, we appreciate all the time that you always give us. And you're a great guy to talk to throughout the week. You love to talk football, things like that, and you add a lot to this broadcast, and you make it a lot of fun with what you and your coaching staff have been able to accomplish this year. And we're not done yet. We know for sure we get one more game next week, and we'll take it week by week. And I know next Friday you guys are going to be ready to go to war.
Yeah, you know, and that's the biggest thing is just we need as many. It's going to be cold, we know that.
Yep.
But get as many people out here as we possibly can, because I mean, we need that sea of green to help us make this as much of a field, you know, home field advantage as we can next week. And the boys have worked their tails off, and just hopefully we have another massive crowd next week. So
Absolutely. That is your Green Devil head coach, Chris Kyle. Coach, congratulations on the win tonight, and we'll let you go and celebrate. Osage gets a win, 27-7, to advance to the state quarters for the first time since 2009, and just the third time in school history. And I do want to say big thank you to, I mean, not only our Booster Club sponsors, they are, you know, they're really the big backbone behind all this. You know, our Emerald sponsors up in that top left corner, you've seen their logos rotating. You've heard their ads throughout the night. We've read through our platinum and gold level sponsors as well. But I want to say a big thank you to a lot of you viewers, the fans. We had a lot of donations into Osage Community Schools over the last 10 days. And
just awesome.
It's your contributions that really make these postseason games possible, because we do have to pay for postseason video rights. You know, We're going to be writing another check for $500 next week. Now, the nice thing is the host school gets to keep half of it. So, these 3 home playoff games that we have, that's $1,500. But, $750 of it is going right back here to the school.
Yep.
So, in a way, your contributions to help pay for video rights still goes right back to school and a lot of you fans. So, big thank you to anybody. We received some very generous donations this week, and I don't even care if it's $1 or $100+. I mean, everything adds up, and you fans have been amazing. Can't thank you enough.
Yeah, you give what you can, and everything is appreciated. It means a lot to Nolan and I that you guys appreciate the product that we're putting out there. We enjoy calling the games just because we're fans of football and we're fans of the Osage Green Devils, and we hope that's conveyed on a nightly basis to you guys out there, not just in football season, but throughout the athletic school year. So,
gosh dang it, I forgot to congratulate Coach and let him know that they just broke the school record for most total touchdowns in a single year. Osage with 4 touchdowns tonight puts them at 55 touchdowns on the year, and that is the most in a single season in Osage football history. So it has been an awesome one. That means they're averaging 5.5 touchdowns a game.
That's crazy.
I mean, that's a school record in just touchdowns per game. So, man, a historical year going on here in 2025, and we're not done yet. We got one more game coming up for sure. We just got to go 1-0 next week, and then you're playing for the Dome next week. That's what's awesome. This Osage team, to my knowledge, I don't think they've ever played a game in the Dome. It's not a state playoff game.
Not in a Osage has played in the Dome during state, but it was a first round.
Yeah,
like neutral. That was back before they went to the pod systems
different,
and everything. Yeah, they're not nearly the stakes.
Yeah, they've never been in the state semifinals. You're playing for that next week. It's just the 3rd time in school history that you're in the state quarters. So, I mean,
there won't be a lack of
in.
juice anywhere in this town. So.
No, I mean, it might be cold next week, but it's got to be nice and warm at this field because there's a lot to be excited for, and we're very fortunate to be bringing it to you right here on GSPN. And big thank you to Madden Jacobs. He stepped up and ran our camera tonight. Aiden Wickham stepped up for Ethan Peterson. He was out tonight, so Aiden ran the camera that coaches use for film and whatnot, and then Madden stepped up here on GSPN and ran our camera, and he did an outstanding job. I know there was comments about the great camera work, and we're lucky. I mean, the contributions from the Booster Club has allowed the school to purchase excellent equipment.
Yeah.
It really does make a difference on the product. You watch some other films and stuff, other streams, and the picture quality is just definitely not.
And that's all due to budget and donations.
Yep.
So,
but yeah, thank you to all the fans for tuning in. And boy, we got another game next week. Osage and Alburnett. That is going to be a barn burner. It would be a great one on a wrestling mat. It's going to be a great one on a football field, and we get to see it a week from tonight, a kickoff at 7 o'clock, and the winner is going to the Dome the following Saturday. The semifinals for Class 2A will be 2 weeks from tomorrow. The first game would be at 10 a.m., and then the next one would be, I think, is 1 p.m. for Class 2A. So, but you got to beat a really good team next week. The top running back in Class 2A is going to be playing on your field. It's going to be a great game.
Absolutely.
Going to be a good one. So if you can get to Sawyer Field, boy, we'd love to have you. But if not, we'll have this broadcast for you on GSPN. Thanks to all of our sponsors. I just want to read through them. I mean, you can't thank them enough. Our Emerald sponsors, A to Z Drying, Basic Building Supplies, Curry's Asa Abloy, Farm Bureau Financial Services, Agent Nathan McRoberts, Farmers Mutual Insurance Association, Hoff Celebrations, Home Trust and Savings Bank, Jensen Seeds, Mark's Tractor and Implement, Mitchell County Regional Health Center, Osage Chiropractic, State Farm Insurance, Craig Eisman Agency, Street Chiropractic, Town and Country Insurance, Platinum Level Sponsors, Bush Bomb Lawn Care and Snow Removal, Cedar Valley Orthodontics, Cedar Valley Seminary Foundation, Cooper's Osage Auto, Flooring America, LR Falk Construction, and the Canine Cabin. Josh, you want to
I'll take the
crack
goal
at
here,
it?
yeah. We've got the Astrup Drug, Central Park Dentistry, Countryside Construction, CUSB Bank, First Citizens Bank, Herd Insurance Agency, Home, North Iowa, Claperick Farm Systems and Electric, Mike Molstead Motors, Mitchell County Abstract, Randy's Neighborhood Market, S&S Meats and Spirits, Sharper Services, Top of Iowa Auto Wash, Unique Country Store, and S&S Signs. Those are your gold sponsors. And on silver, we've got Brum Construction, Bergemeyer Dentistry of Mason City and St. Ansgar, CIA Insurance, District 20 Supply Company, Elgin Custom Carpentry, Hoover's Hatchery, Johnson Oil and LP, Kibble Equipment, Colbert Realtors, Maine Realty, Mauser Insurance, Mitchell County Sheriff, Osage Healthcare Center, Osage Vet Clinic, Progressive Planning, and Wold Rim and Wheel. Those are your silver. And then on the bronze, we've got the Cedar River Complex, Dungy Furniture, Emerson's on Main, Farm Bureau Financial Services, J. Young Agency, Grain Millers, Johans Tiling, Mary Class Photography, Olson Implement, Osage Municipal Utilities, Osage Towing and Repair, Pollard's Pest Control, Pop Excavating, Prairie Lakes Church, Spawn and Rose, Weber Auto Parts, and Heartland Power. Thank you to the sponsors.
Absolutely. Those are our Booster Club sponsors. Before we sign out, I will play, I forgot to play it last week, but we'll have a little graphic up that shows how if you want to make a contribution to GSPN, you can always mail a check to Osage Community Schools, or there'll be a QR code that you can scan and send it to the Osage Booster Club that gets funneled right back to the school. But that's going to do it for us here on this Friday night, a cold one. It's time to pack up and get ready for a battle next week against the Albernet Pirates. Two of the best rushing attacks in Class 2A, one of the best quarterbacks, one of the best running backs going to be on the field. It's going to be a great one next week.
Oh, yeah. I
can't wait, man.
Yeah, you and I's phone minutes on breaks and whatnot are going to be outrageous. So
yep,
we'll have this game broken down 6 ways by Sunday morning. I think.
I'll be done scouting by the time Sunday afternoon comes, and I'll be waiting all week for a kickoff. But that's going to do it for us here tonight. Osage gets a win, 27-7, to improve to 10-0 on the year and make their first trip to the state quarters for the first time since 2009. But for Madden Jacobs and Josh Olson, I'm Nolan Peters. Thanks for tuning in, everybody, and have yourselves a great rest of your weekend. And as always, go green.
Support GSPN, our student-led sports streaming network, and help us bring every game to you live. Scan the QR code now or send your payment to 820 Sawyer Drive to donate and keep the action going for our athletes, families, and fans. Every contribution counts. Thank you, Green Devils.